going. We'll get her going. This one. All right, we are alive and kicking. What's good, everybody? Except for that one person we just banned. Maybe today's the day, you know? Maybe today will be the day where we finally overcome the odds and get ourselves the shiny. We will stay determined. Yeah, the sudden fall off and instant success story. It's gonna be a legendary one. It's gonna be a legendary performance, like how we're gonna get it on this very first encounter, right here, right now, through the power of our almighty savior Watchog. Okay, well, obviously it can't be the first Scraggy. It's gotta be the first encounter that's not Scraggy. It's got the first encounter's gotta be. It's definitely gonna be. Okay, well, not Darumaka either. Game, I would definitely like it if you would give me the encounter that I request, please. Please, thank you very much. Come on, just show it to me. Just show it to me. One Sandile for the fans. Just let us end it. Okay, well, there we go. Par for the course. Par for the course. So maybe not the first encounter, but that's greedy. It's greedy to ask for the first encounter. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, time to figure out what YouTube playlist we want to listen to. Less talk, more action. Music Nintendo mix for study, work, summer playlist. Sign me up, baby. Let's get it going. Let's just send it. We gotta work. Today we're working. We're working it today, baby. All right. I don't know if this necessarily makes me want to work, but it makes me want to shiny hunt. I left shortly after the sandwich arrived last night. Why didn't it work? The sandwich has been an L. The sandwich has been an L. I honestly wasn't going to stream more of this tonight, but I just kind of wanted to see what would happen. I wanted to stream because I uploaded a video today. I was really hoping that I could stream Too Many Types 2. I want to Nuzlocke that game, but unfortunately, apparently it is not in a suitable state to be played yet. So I will wait patiently for my turn to play the video game. My DM uses this song as a general theme for our Pokemon campaign. Oh, sick. I've never even heard this song before. Deadly Premonition OST, Life is Beautiful. And we're back. Yo, what's good, Crash? We are back. Yeah, I think the shiny hunting streams are one of those things where I think people are just tired of them. There's only a few of you left. I think more people would rather watch me do other projects. I'm tired of it, frankly, so I don't blame viewers for being tired of it. I was watching my shiny hunting video from earlier this year, or not earlier, the first Shinylocke video. I was watching that for inspiration, just, you know, being like, it's possible, this is what can be done. I'm also just running my videos on my TV over there because I want to test a theory. I want to see if just like at a certain point in the night, if the YouTube algorithm will just eventually thrust you into the live stream if you've sat there for long enough. We've only been hunting the shiny for 15 months. We're not getting any younger. But hopefully we find it before, you know, before the heat death of the earth. X Honey Kuma with the 6 months of tier 1. Thank you so much too. I appreciate it. Able to spam those Cap Kid dumpies until the cows come home. Hello. Welcome in. So far over odds. This isn't the totality. We are pretty far over odds, but not quite as bad as it appears but if you just look at this counter. There we go. I made the legendary sandwich yesterday. Yeah, we're still believing in yesterday's sandwiches. I believe it. I was 30 when kids started this. I am now 32. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That sounds awesome. Yeah, we have we're at about, it's been 21,000 encounters since the last shiny. And I was watching the first video and I was talking about the Ghastly. We were celebrating being in the 93rd percentile. We were celebrating being in the 93rd percentile. So we'll probably get to 39,000 and change today. So give it up for 39,000. I've just gotten no faith. At this point, I'm just doing this to like see a number go up on a screen. That's really all I'm doing. That's really it. Maybe 39,000 will be it. It feels like a 40k shiny to me. I'll be real though. I'll be real. It kind of feels like a 40k shiny. I'm sure it will happen eventually. Yeah, eventually if I just stream for long enough, it's gotta show up. We have been alone in the desert for years at this point. What's a few more years? Yeah, we might as well just go for the record. We're like 50k off the record, so why not just go for the record? We might as well get the big 50k. Shiny Sandile or Heat Death of the Universe? People have been asking this for millennia. Which will come first? I think we'll have our answer soon. And hopefully it's the Shiny Sandile and not the Heat Death of the Universe. If we get the shiny on 69,420, I think it will all be worth it. I think it will all be worth it. We got to get onto some leaderboard of some sorts, you know? We got to be able to get onto like a... There's got to be some like top 10 list of top 10 longest shiny hunts. Maybe we can get on there. Maybe we can get on that. Most encounters without seeing a shiny. Maybe we can get on that somehow. We're not like crazy high, but the longer this lasts, the closer we will get to there. We consider duplicating the save file and running multiple games at once. That is possible. That's what most people do actually. I just don't like the way it looks. I like keeping the layouts consistent, and so it's just always going to be this. Ideally, I would have played a game that I don't even have to speed up in, because I just don't like the way sped up footage looks as much. But we'll have to settle for this. We'll have to settle for one instance sped up. That is the compromise I've come to. I just think it looks good when it runs in, you know, regular speed. I prefer that look, but we'll deal with this. Honestly, this reminds me of Point Chrome, him going over odds on Ironmon. There's no over odds on Ironmon. there's no odds on Ironmon. The odds are you either beat it or you don't. There's not like a 1 in 4,000 chance that you get a Pokemon that beats the game. You just play the game until you beat it. Yeah, Ironmon is just a series of a lot of different odds. There's a lot of checks. There's a lot of RNG checks in Ironmon. We're just trying to do one. We just need one simple RNG check, please. All I'm asking for is, wasn't he well over the average though? I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Who's to say what the average length of time it takes for people to beat Ironmon is? There's like no way of it's a completely random challenge. So there's no like there's no average for something like that. Every single run is independent of any other run that anyone else has ever done, so it's not like there's an average. There's like there's just no way that you could determine that. I could win the game. I could win the game on my first try, or I could win the game on my 20,000th try. Like that's just kind of the inherent part of that challenge. Reendoro, welcome in. Not acknowledging YouTube chat based. Or this chat, or Twitch chat, I guess. Either one. A totally normal Sandile, not at all affected by relativity or colors. Yeah, we won't be seeing... Like, I'm keeping my promises... I'm making sure I can hit these promises. We will definitely end the stream on a regular normal Sandile. That is the plan. The stream won't end until we see a very normal non-shiny Sandile. That's a guarantee. That's a promise. All right, I don't know. This is not an action-filled. As much as I love Bubblaine, this is a little too low-key for me. Let's go with nostalgic Pokemon music. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere. Yo, what's good? Look it up. Yeah, this is, now that you're here, we can finally finish this. It's finally time to take this one down. Now that you can actually watch the stream, we're allowed to get the shiny at this point. It's fantastic. I really need to come up with other ideas to stream. Like I said, I really wanted to be able to do TMT2, but I thought that would be the perfect thing to stream with the release of the long-awaited TMT Soul Link video, but we'll have to settle for just mashing our head against the wall for like 2.5 hours instead. Who doesn't love a good old shiny hunt? Apparently like 99% of my audience. You'd think that like more people would like clicking on the shiny hunting streams, but I think people only care when you put the shinies in the video. They only care when it's a finished product. Or maybe shinies are just dead. I think maybe the era of like shiny Pokemon is just over. I don't think people care about shiny Pokemon anymore. I feel like that's so like 2021. I think it's actually, unironically, I think it's Scarlet Violet's fault. I think because of Scarlet Violet, we've had the influx, the market's been saturated. We just don't care. Nobody cares about these stupid shiny guys anymore. There's the specific audience is children. that's the real answer. And little Timmy is not watching video game streams. Little Timmy is only clicking on the shiny in the thumbnail whenever the actual YouTube video is released. They're not sitting down to watch the live stream. Like your latest video, I think it was very enjoyable. So thank you for posting. Thank you, Alejandro. I wonder who could have made it so good. It's impossible to tell. It's almost like a team of editors worked on it to make it really good or something. I think that the thing is that just the shiny hunting streams just wear me down so quickly. Because there's like no, it's very much not goal oriented. Well, I mean, there is a goal. The goal is to get the stupid shiny. And at this point, I'm just stuck. Like, I really should have just cheated by now. That's the truth. I should have just cheated already. I should have just cheated so we could get on with our lives and never have to do this again. But now I'm stubborn. I just want to get it and finish the game. I'm going to shiny hunter streams a fair bit, and it's largely the community they've already built. Yeah, I just don't think there's like nothing really to it, right? Like there's no sense of progression or anything. So I feel like it's kind of just something that people have already, they're like, I like this person because they shiny hunt, and I'm not that person. So yeah, I think shiny hunting is a dead genre. Unless you're like already within the community. Hack in a shiny Maractus. You can't hack in the shiny Maractus. You have to just change the odds. That's what you would do. I should have just set the odds to like 1 in 20 and then been like, oh my god, we got it. We got it. We're done. Yeah, I think the thing about shiny hunting is there's no like tangible, like there's no way to quantify how close you are to completing the goal, right? Like it either happens or it doesn't. There's no way, there's like no, you're not like collecting gym badges, right? It's not like you're progressing through a Pokemon game where you have the natural progression of being like, okay, I caught, like I've gone through this stage of the game and now I'm towards the end of the game. There's none of that. You just stumble upon it and then you're like, all right, we're done. What I think about Victory Bell? I think Victory Bell is awesome. Yeah, it could be encounter 1 or encounter 30,000. There's truly no way to know. Yeah, there's no boss health bar that we're whittling down slowly but surely. There's no like skill progression. Like I'm not getting better at shiny hunting. I'm not getting better at shiny hunting. You do just run back and forth and hope for the best. You hope and pray. 39,390 is the one. That's what we're feeling. Maybe. I think what made the original Ghastly hunt satisfying is that we did get the Ghastly. There were only 2 encounters in Sprout Tower, so it was obviously a lot more likely that we would get the one that we wanted. But there's such a huge chance that we just get absolutely destroyed by getting stupid Maractus. Arguably, you are getting worse because it's more likely you don't notice it and reset over it. That's true. I'm actually getting worse because I'm not locked in. I'm simply not locked in to this shiny hunt. Yeah, if we get the shiny Darumaka, I think I will probably quit and probably won't come back to this for a long time. Are you planning on dropping the draft vid with Luigimon or waiting to have it alongside? I think I'm just going to post it whenever. I don't have a plan for it. It doesn't have to coincide with anything. I'm just going to release it whenever it's done. Whenever it becomes the next project on the docket. I'm not like saving it for anything. It just hasn't even started working on it. Although I do think Mariomon hype is probably pretty dead at this point. I have no idea. I don't think it'll do very well. I don't think making a video over a multiple month-long drafts league is the smartest idea for content. I like Shiny Darumaka. 2, I'll catch it just for you. I'll catch it just for you and send it your way. Send it off into the wild. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how Mariomon tournament video does. Like 9 months after release. Not quite that long. Like 8 months after. Do weekly battle uploads. I think Draft League just is not very well suited for content. IMO. I really think that most content creator things should just be one day and then like you're done. You just do it all in one day and then boom, it's like that's the event. I think anything that spans more than one day is not good for content. Because it's just really hard to plan. It's very hard to get multiple days where people are all free at the same time. So you kind of get one shot, do it all, and then that's that. And then you can go next. But yeah, I think it's after tonight, I think it's going to be another long break before I do any more shiny hunting, because this shit genuinely just pisses me off so much. I genuinely hate doing this. I would much rather do it off stream, but then it's like, what's even the point? Like, I genuinely will probably never do a shiny hunt ever again in my life after this. It's truly an absolutely miserable existence. Do you have any tips for anyone becoming a poker YouTuber? Dog, I don't even know how to play poker. You're on your own there. Recommend winning a lot of money. That would probably help. I feel like being good at poker would probably help a lot. Yeah, maybe I should just hard pivot into poker. You meant to say Pokemon? Don't do this. If you want any tips, don't do this. People don't care about shiny Pokemon. And even if they do, just do what all those other channels do and just make the odds like 1 in 30. And then just get them. This is stupid. This is easily the dumbest thing I've ever done in content. Was not only doing this one time, but deciding I should do it again. Welcome in, Tanky. I'm not doing okay. We've already gone full doomer mode. We're not even 30 minutes into the stream and I'm already doomer posting about the shiny hunting. I'm telling you, it's if I ever do it 2 days in a row, this is exactly what happens. This is exactly what happens. Bro thinks he's getting a shiny today. No, Stefan, read the title. It's when the stream ends when we get a totally normal looking Sandile. I've completely given up. How long have I been on this hunt? The last Pokemon was caught in May of 2024. The last shiny Pokemon was caught in May of 2024. I've spent genuinely multiple days of my life at this point, like, just completely wasted away. My precious life force, my limited life force on this planet that we only get one shot at, I have just completely wasted. This is truly the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life, is boot up this stupid game, run in this stupid pit, all for absolutely nothing. There's zero payoff. I just sit here, I run back and forth, and then nothing ever happens. That's all that these streams are. It's genuinely terrible. It's genuinely terrible, and I hate myself every time that I do it. Stream's over. Normal Sandile. Well, hey, it didn't say that it had to end. L game. It truly is the L game. Why doesn't it just give me the shiny? Why can't I just progress the game? Why did the game have to be so kind to me at the start? Why did the game have to give me so much hope? Why did they have to throw so many shinies at me at the very beginning? Why couldn't, like, the doubles grass have been the super long hunt? So that way I could have just, you know, at least I'm getting 2 encounters in one go. Like, that would have been so much nicer for the game to have done something like that. Yeah, the shiny action replay code really is calling to me. It's like the Green Goblin mask. It's like, just put it in. Just use it. No one will ever know. You can just press a button on your controller, and then the shiny will appear. I bet you will get it in the next 100 counters. I bet I won't. I bet I won't. Will no? No, you won't. You won't know. I could have it active right now. For all you know, I've already put it into the emulator, and I'm simply one button press away. I'm just trying to make it seem as believable as possible. See, that's the thing. You could always just say I did it. Did I find it yet? Are you just like in ads or something? Sees me running back and forth. Like, yeah, he must have found the shiny. He's still doing it. This is world record shiny hunting pace. Honestly, yeah, that's what I've been saying. Yeah, just taking the victory lap. It will activate within 5 minutes. Uh-oh, you found my secret. I'm running the scripts. I'm running the special shiny scripts. Like, we got to be on some leaderboard. Like, how many people? Obviously, there's like, I mean, we've already been in the 93rd percentile once with the Ghastly hunt. So, like, how many documented shiny hunts have made it into that 93rd percentile, right? Like, I'm pretty sure when I was talking to Arlie at Worlds, she was like, I've never even had one go that long. Like, genuinely, how is it possible? I've only shiny hunted in like 2 games. I've only shiny hunted 2 times ever, and I've had worse odds than someone who's like a full-time shiny hunter. Make it make sense. There's this one shiny hunter. Her name is Kotatsu in Univa. And she did something pretty fucked up to me at Worlds. She was having everybody do one single shiny check for she had her DS out, and she was recording everybody doing one single shiny check. Guess where she was? She was standing like right over here. If I can get over there. If I can get over there. I don't think it was actually in Desert Resort, but let's pretend. She pulled up the game. She hands me a DS. Player character's literally like standing like right here. I'm like, that's messed up. That's like evil. Making me do one encounter. I was like, if I get it, I'm actually leaving. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Steph. I was like, if I get it, I will snap your DS in half. If I do get it right now, just know your DS is getting snapped in half. Yeah, true. That's my DS. I actually full pivot. If she had a full team, I unironically might have just taken her DS and been like, yeah, I'm finishing this on yours. Actually, I could just take the game cartridge. I do have a 3DS emulator, or not 3. I do have a 3DS capture card. I could just use that. I think that's a situation where you close it on here. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, for her sake, I'm really glad that I didn't get the Shiny Sandile. The rage that I would have felt in that moment, it would have been a lot. I don't think those I would have gotten twit longer. That's how bad it would have been. This guy just can't control his anger. This guy, he had a crazy outburst all because he found a shiny Pokemon. I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Joe Bob's is here. This means that we must be getting it. We got to get it during a Cap Kid Dumpy train so that we can name it Dumpy. Dumpy the Shiny Sandile would go hard. What are the odds of the shiny find? Like the odds of Gen 5 shiny rates, or just the odds of like the percentile that we're over? I've got a headache, so I'm in dark room jail till it goes away. Sending you all the shiny luck. Thank you so much, Evan. I appreciate it. Hope your headache goes away. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. That's what I should have been doing at Worlds, honestly. I should have just been asking all of the shiny hunters what their longest ever shiny hunt was. Like, I genuinely, how is it possible that I have had 2 shiny hunts go into like the 95th percentile? This sucks, man. This isn't even my like 9 to 5. The odds you are fighting against currently, the odds of finding a shiny in this game are 1 in 8,192. You owe me a pin? No, those Murkrow pins are mine, Jack. Those Murkrow pins are mine. Did I talk about the Murkrow pins last stream? At Pokemon Worlds this year, they had pin trading, which I think is a really cool idea. I think that's a super fun activity for the con goers to do. So they had all these different stations where you could get a bunch of different pins. I don't know. There were probably like 8 to 10 total. I don't even remember the total amount. But they had 2 special pins that had to be acquired in a very specific way. They had a Toadschool pin, which you could only get by talking to staff members, and they had a Murkrow pin, which you could only get to a Murkrow pin that you could only get by talking to content creators. PINS pin, yeah. Check the comments on your newest video. Sure, man. I will later. Now's not the time. Are you talking about that? You're not even talking about Murkrow pins, apparently, but I'll tell the story anyways because it's funny. So they handed out all these Murkrow pins. Every person got 10. It's that guy. Oh my god, you're right. It's the music guy that wants to get promoted. Yeah, no, it was like really cool. I did not realize that the power that the Murkrow pins had. So the very first day I got mine, I had one person stop me, and she was really nice, and she was like, oh, I have these pins to trade. Like, I don't want to trade these ones, but here are the ones I'm willing to trade. And then so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll trade you a Murkrow pin. So I gave her one, and then she gave me a Mega Mawile pin in exchange. I was like, yeah, I like Mega Mawile. So that was a trade that I made, and then the next one I gave out, we were like technically only supposed to give them away in the convention center because I'll get to why here in just a second. But I was in the hotel going down the elevator, and then this guy was like, oh, I have my son's trying to get all the pins. Are you a creator? Do you have a Murkrow pin? And then he showed me a picture of his son. Like, you know, he was just some little kid. So I was like, oh yeah, no worries. We don't even have to trade. Like, I'll just give you one. So I just gave him a Murkrow pin. Crow said people were trying to scalp pins apparently. Yeah, we'll get to that. So that was that morning. And then later in that day, we go to the convention center. And I'm going there with Dylan Deezus, and we walk in, and then one person comes up to me. They ask like, oh, hey, are you a creator? Do you have any Murkrow pins? I was like, yeah, I've got some. And then so I reach into my bag to pull them out. And like, as I go through the process of pulling it out of my bag, next thing I know, like 20 people have spawned. And now all of a sudden I'm engulfed in people that just want to trade pins. And so I kind of was just like, oh, I guess it's just my duty to give them out. So I had some, I gave Dylan some, and we were just like trading. I was basically just giving them away for free. Like, people were just handing me some random pin. I was taking it, not realizing the power that we had with these Murkrows. I could have been absolutely scoring. And I really should have been more stringent with who I was trading with, because I'm sure I probably ended up accidentally giving one to scalpers, because there were people at the convention trying to scalp these Murkrow pins, and they were going for as much as $50 on eBay. People were trying to sell these exclusive Murkrow pins for $50, a free pin. So it got extremely out of hand. Apparently some they're definitely not going to invite as many creators next year, because there were creators doing some really shady stuff, and I would probably guess they're not big ones. I would probably guess they're like smaller creators that got in for being like, I don't know, just like trying to, they're like, oh, we got to have enough Pokemon Go YouTubers. Let's invite this small Pokemon Go creator. I don't know. That's just what I assume is what was happening. Yeah, for 10 gift subs, I will give away one more. That's a joke. That's a joke, Pikachu. I'm just joking. I wouldn't actually do that. But yeah, I kind of wish that I had been more serious. Void was there, and Void recognized the value of the Murkrow pin. Void was using the Murkrow pin because we had all the leverage, right? Like, all the creators had the leverage. Like, they had to come to us for the Murkrow pin, so we could basically get whatever we wanted. So if someone came up to Void and was like, hey, do you have Murkrow pins? Void could be like, yeah, I do. And then they would show them, they would show Void their pins. And if they didn't have anything good to trade, Void would be like, sorry, buddy, I'm not trading with you. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, sure, I guess I'll take this like random pin, like some random Dwebble like Sprite pin that doesn't look all that good, but I was happy with what I ended up getting. I did get one of the staff pins, which was really cool. Those were the two that I wanted, were the Murkrow and the Toadschool. And then I do wish that I'd gotten more of the other pins, but the line was always really long and I just kind of couldn't be bothered. So yeah, world's best gamer, of course, cracks the code when it comes to pin trading. Who could have guessed? But I do hope that they, I would like to see him do it again next year. Only if I get to be a creator again next year. Only if I get to have 10 of them to hand out. Because it was really fun, and I think I would actually be more serious about pin trading if they did it again next year. Oh, give it up for the big 39,000. I didn't even realize. We just blew past it. Woo! Yes! Yes! Another 1,000? If I want to get to 1,000, if I want to get to 40k tonight, I think we have to go for like 3 more hours. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it. The big 3.5 hour stream. I might have to. 40k, it does feel wrong to leave us not at 40k. I might just have to take a few breaks and stuff, but I do feel like we need to get to the big 40k. As long as I don't go off on too many tangents, like we should be in business. So that's what I'm hoping for. Hello, kid. Been a while since I've watched your videos. Welcome in, Beanie. Did you watch today's video? Is that what brought you in? It's possible that you just haven't watched a video because I haven't uploaded a video in 2 months. More tangents? You want more tangents? That is, I agree. That is probably legally binding. I think I do have to sit here and do another. I mean that just increases my odds, right? Like the more checks that I do at this point, the better chance that I end up with one tonight. What would you do if you found a shiny but of a different Pokemon? I would jump in pure elation as long as it's not Darumaka. I just want to leave. I want to be free. It doesn't even have to be Sandile. I will take literally anything at this point. I don't even know if it'll be a desk slam with Darumaka. It might have to be a chair throw. What makes me more mad? Seeing Sora in Smash Bros or seeing shiny Darumaka on my screen? I think it'll really just be sink into my chair type of like I don't even really know how to comprehend it. It might be like a throw my headphones up. Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to see. I'm shiny hunting in Heart Gold for my starter alongside you. Welcome in. Yo, Mr. Kashi, thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome in. I appreciate it once again for the raid. Chair throw or melt into the floor? I feel like it's a melt into the floor angle. What challenge is this for? This is my first time watching you stream. I'm doing a Pokemon Black shiny only Nuzlocke. I currently have 5 shiny Pokemon, and I have been searching for this one shiny Pokemon longer than all of the other shiny hunts combined. It has taken longer to get this one shiny than the previous 5. Do you have shiny Rayquaza? I actually do. I did not have to hunt for that one. The Pokemon company just said, here you go, have this one. We'll pay you money. I feel like I'm more of a sink into the chair type of guy. Decided to do this in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Already got shiny Cyndaquil. Congrats. Why is this one so much harder? Skill issue, I guess. My Nuzlocke has been off to a weird start, but some good things have come out of it as well, though. Nice, that's good to hear. Hope your XY raid is still going well. I do want to do. I had an idea. I had a challenge idea for something to do in X and Y. I don't know if I should do it. I feel like it would be good to just bust that out like right before Zaw comes out. I might do that. Statistics are mean. In your opinion, what are the best old gen games? Pokemon Black 2, White 2 are the best games in not even just in the old gen, just straight up the best games in the series. Yeah, Sandile he's being a little pesky guy. He simply does not want to show up. He simply just doesn't want to have fun. I don't get it, man. It sucks. I think it's my first stream today. It's my birthday. I hope your challenge goes well. Thank you. It hasn't been, but maybe it will. Maybe it will. Welcome in. It's still today for me, so much like last time. Today is the day. Huge. The luck is still flowing. Fingers crossed it happens today. Did you get another sandwich? No, no sandwich today. This is a sandwich-free day. The sandwich stream will be like another day. Reminder for the chat to like and subscribe. True, chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Shiny hunting has to be some type of pain kink. Honestly, kind of is. Oh, man. We must manifest the Sandile. But you're already subscribed. It's gambling. It is gambling. Damn, YouTube chatters, you guys are popping off today. What's going on with YouTube chat? YouTube chat's going fast. Yeah, please donate your 1/100th of a cent to me, please. Thank you. I will use Beanie Luck. In the next 10 encounters, you will get the Shiny Sandile. Let's hope. Let's hope. We all need to say RNGesus. We need the odds for Shiny. That I don't know why that reminded me. I guess because RNGesus just kind of looks like it would be like an emote or something. I really need to give YouTube members access to like the new emotes. We don't really get any new YouTube members because I don't promote it or anything, but you could be a member for the low price of like $2 and get the old emotes. I don't even think I can add very many emotes because you have to have a lot more members to even add the emotes in the first place, and so I don't even know how many emote slots I have. It's different how like Twitch, you basically reach a point and then you have those emote slots unlocked forever. On YouTube, you have to stay. You can keep the amount of emotes, but if you remove them, that might be how it works on Twitch. I don't remember. I don't think it is though. I think just once you hit that point, you've like unlocked that many slots. But on YouTube, you unlock those slots, but then if you want to remove them or like change them out, you lose them. I saw you were hunting Sandile and had to watch. That's what's up. Gotta head out for sleep, but I'll be sure to rub a lucky charm or something for the sake of your shiny hunt. Thank you so much, Mr. Kashi. I appreciate the raid again. Have a good one. How did I come up with my channel name? I assume. I was just looking through random like Persona wikis, and we stumbled upon Captain Kid. We're like, that sounds cool. Does Kick have a larger audience? I don't think so. I wouldn't want anything to do with that streaming platform. The streaming platform where the CEO donates to get a guy killed? Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'll stay away from that one. Watching people suffer at Pokemon is great because it lets me forget how bad at the game I am. Yeah, like I've just forgotten how to play Pokemon at this point. I don't even remember how to do a Nuzlocke. It's been so long since I've actually played the video game that like I don't even remember what's up. In your opinion, what's the best Nuzlocke Pokemon? I'm just gonna say Gyarados. I think Gyarados is an easy answer. You get it in every game. It's always good. Like it's always gonna be good. It's just availability and just, you know, always delivers. I think it's just the very consistently high highs. Yeah, there's truly no one more reliable than Gyara. It is the Nuzlocke Pokemon. I always assumed you got your channel name from One Piece. No. I'm not a One Piece fan, and also that guy spells his name with 1D. That Captain Kid spells his name with 1D. I would give you my Shinylocke, but I legitimately have none. Well, I mean, you could, yeah. We're like multiplying 0 by 0 at this point. Whoa, look over there. It's a shiny. That's mean. That's mean. You shouldn't do that to me. Try not to wipe to a random NPC. I'd like to think that I can hold my own against random NPC trainer. The Gyarados impression? No, I can't do a Gyarados impression. I would never disrespect the goat like that. Just joined. Any luck? I will let you watch the stream for 5 seconds and then you can come to a conclusion. Have you read the Pokemon Adventures manga? If you haven't read them, you should give them a try. I have not. Do we dare to move up one line? We can try it. We can try it. Gyarados can't even use first impression. True. Or mimic. I really liked the video you put out. It was great. Thank you. I'm really proud of that video. I like that video a lot. It is like 9 months late. I did tell Wacko that we could upload it in December of last year. Oops. Whoopsies. Sorry, Wacko. Now Wacko doesn't even make content anymore. I feel even worse now. Like, I already felt bad that I didn't deliver on the promise that I made on when we would upload it. And now I feel even worse because now Wacko's like done making content. Why not just spin instead of running? It would be so, like, one, it's just a harder input. Like doing this, that's a lot harder on the thumb. I'm moving my thumb a lot more versus like this is just a lot easier. If you end up finding a shiny that isn't Sandile, will you use that one or keep looking for Sandile? So this is still, let's not forget the goal of the video here. This is a shiny only Nuzlocke. So I'm still looking for my first encounter in this area. I am simply looking for my encounter. I have to take whatever I get. That is the rules of the Nuzlocke. We just hope that we get Shiny Sandile. There is no guarantee here. Not gonna lie, it might be time for Long Sand. You know, the entire stream last time was the People's Pit, so we might have to go back to the Long Pit. Shiny Maractus would be hilarious, but honestly, I'm down. I'm down to create some memories with Maractus. I've never used that Pokemon before. OMG, you're still hunting this one? Sure am. The Long Pit enjoyers are thriving right now. Why is Wacko not making content anymore? I'm pretty sure Wacko just got Big Boy Job. And so Big Boy Job takes precedent over content creation. The Long Pit enjoyers are eating so good right now. I remember when we found Dan. Honestly, at this point, I've forgotten about your Dan. Like, I don't know if everybody was here yesterday, but whenever someone doubted the power of Watchog, so I threw out Pignite, and I was like, whoa! I forgot I had that Pokemon. I forgot that I could throw out, like, it kind of scared me for a second. Because I've gotten so used to seeing this Watchog back sprite. You know how, like, if you leave a CRT on, like, for too long, the image will just get seared into the CRT? That's what this Watchog back sprite is. In my retinas, I just have this image seared into it. I think that's the Wacko diff. I could see Wacko doing it. Yeah, the gambling and coke addiction. I mean, we just have to say Big Boy Job. You know, we want to save face for Wacko. Yeah, Blue Eyes has just become that staple. Can we get to 40k encounters? Alejandro, that's the... I've signed a legally binding contract that I will not end this stream until we get 40k encounters. We're in it for the long haul. But yeah, 2 years ago, we named your Dan. That chatter has probably not watched a stream since then. Genuinely, when did we catch that? When was this guy caught? Oh, oh, it hurts to look at. It hurts to look at, man. 3 in 1 day. Look, this is insane to look at. I had 3 in 1 day, and now I haven't gotten. I can't even get one in freaking 2 years. Oh, that's painful. Those are they are Unk Shinies for real though. Oh, that's such a good emote. That die emote is so funny. What is the story behind your Dan? There was some like kid that came in. We were in classic just chatting fashion. We were just talking about like Gen Alpha kids were really stupid. And then there was some kid that was like, I'm actually 13 and I'm actually very smart. And then they were saying that they were like a college graduate and their name was Dan, and they were constantly using the wrong form of your. And so I was just joking about how they were in college and apparently very smart, yet they were struggling with basic grammar. And so we found the shiny mask mid conversation. 12-year-old chat GPT user. Oh, for real. Dude, OpenAI is like popping off. They're like, yes, summer is over. School is back, baby. Our #1 user base is locked and loaded once again. 13-year-old college grad for real? Well, obviously they were not for real. That kid is 21 now. Feel old yet? He might be. That kid might unironically be 21. Is there any Pokemon that can go boom? No, thankfully not. Yeah, whatever happened to good old Yordan? I need to go back and watch that VOD and look up that viewer and see if they ever watched anything else. Honestly, I have a desk job and my grammar is still terrible. Well, here's the thing. You're not coming into the stream being like, I'm the smartest human being alive. You just realized that, yeah, that's like the main... Dude, maybe I need to get the construction vest. Maybe we need to pull out the construction vest. Wait, that would actually go kind of hard. I think that cosplay could go hard. Maybe that's what we need. I'm the smartest being alive. The difference is I believe it if Stefan says it. I've seen proof. I have a PhD and my grammar still sucks. Maybe we were being a little too hard on Yordan. Maybe we were being a little bit too hard on him. I'm the smartest human being alive, trust. Well, I mean, Stefan is already claiming that, so I think I'm gonna have to give it to Stefan. They have the cool little diamond next to their name. Like, how I have to respect anybody with that. We were legit bullying him, but in our defense, it was funny. I only started bullying him when he came with the energy. He hit us with that super annoying kid energy. And so we had to bully them. I got a master's degree and I still fuck up my grammar. Second language problems. Yeah, I feel like that gets a pass. I have no pass. I can only speak one language. I only had one shot. I gotta get it right. I think it was also the part that made it extra funny is because not only was their grammar bad, they were just completely misunderstanding my point about like Gen Alpha kids. I was basically saying Gen Alpha kids are stupid, but it's not their fault. Like they are simply a product of their circumstances, right? Like I wasn't trying to just call them stupid because they suck. I was like, society has failed you, Gen Alpha kids. Yeah, and then he was super defensive about it. Going to bed, remember to check the new vids comments. Guys, let's wait for them to leave and then read their comment and then make fun of them. Let's do that. Yeah, that kid moved on real fast. What about Gen Z? Gen Z is not quite as bad. Younger Gen Z is basically just Gen Alpha though. So some of them are in there. Blame the millennial parents for raising iPad babies. Exactly. Millennial parents just thrusting an iPad onto their kids. The pandemic is obviously a huge part of it. Like some of these kids are just straight up illiterate. And it's a huge problem. Here's your reminder to read the comments. I think they're still here. They're probably still here. One time I caught 2 shiny fairies in the span of 1 hour. Bro, way to just like flex on me. Me 2009 gulp. Sorry, you're one of them. You're one of them kids. Dude, how are kids born in 2009 like 16? That kind of messes me up. Whenever I was like creating the OC, whenever I was creating Draco Master 2007 for the Fiverr Nuzlocke video, I was like, oh yeah, that sounds like some 12-year-old kid. And then I realized that person would be 18. At that point I started going through it at that point. I was like, oh my god. Those kids are legal. They're not even kids anymore. Oh, it was a tragic day. What happens if you encounter another shiny Pokemon that's not Sandile? Will that be a problem for the upcoming gym? Yes. Yes, it will. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, I have kids at work that don't know how to copy and paste a file on a computer. Kind of crazy. Man, they don't know the most simple macros. I went to the club the other day and almost hooked up with a... Stefan, no. Oh, no. Yeah, you got to avoid the 2007 babies. You dodged a bullet there. You almost pulled the Josh Giddey. You can't be getting Josh Giddey'd out here, Stefan. My sibling told me they're close to graduating. I thought they were messing with me. Like, you're still 10 to me. What? I was in college in 2007. Oh, you got me beat. I wasn't quite there. Kids are also way too online, way too early. Yeah, for sure. Like, I didn't even have a cell phone until I was in middle school. I was in kindergarten in 2007. Weren't you 10 in 2007? Yeah, I had quite a ways to go. Yeah, kids these days are like, have immediate access to the internet. Bro, I can't believe I'm getting called Unk. I can't believe I've reached that level. This sucks. This sucks. I'm getting hit with the old man emoji. What is this? What is this? I turned 28. Yeah, I turned 28 in November. I've achieved Unk status. No phone till middle school, and the first phone has to be had to be a Nokia brick. Yeah, that, like, if you weren't using your parents' flip phone to prank call people at summer basketball camp when you were in middle school, like, what were you really doing? Were you really living? Were you really even living? I think it's really funny to see how they've been doing like these high school like phone bans, and the kids are kind of like, wait, this is kind of awesome actually. Wait, we actually get to focus on learning now? Oh, no way. I think it's extra funny that like the parents are the ones getting mad about it. The parents are the ones complaining about people not having cell phones when it's like, that's the thing that we did. That's the thing we've actually done for most of human history, is we didn't have cell phones in schools. It's kind of a crazy concept, but like, I think the other generations turned out okay. I think they survived without having a cell phone in school. Oh, I loved playing the brick busting game on my dad's BlackBerry. That was a very formative game for me. I didn't get an actual smartphone until my freshman year. Yeah, I was in middle school. I can remember the exact day that I got my first cell phone. It was the day that LeBron James made the decision to take his talents to South Beach. My dad was buying the phone for me, and me and my friend were watching the TV where LeBron James's The Decision was happening. So I remember exactly where I was when I got my first cell phone. LeBron James. Yep, that's right. It was a very formative moment for me, I guess. Oh, have you seen the phone bags, the magnetic ones? I have seen those. I've actually used one of those before. I went to a John Mulaney concert and they made us, I went to a John Mulaney show. He came to Oklahoma and we went to go see him, and we had to use those. We had to put our phones in those bags. Have you seen the Blade Lakers skin in Marvel Rivals? I have not. I did not know about that. I saw Luka Doncic is going to be in Overwatch, and that's hilarious. I remember I had a Samsung S2 when I was like 12, happiest kid back then, but I also got bullied because it wasn't an iPod Touch. Kids will like bully you over just the most random stuff. It's kind of crazy. Got the brand new Gen 1 iPhone in college because smartphones weren't invented yet. That's awesome. That's like a flex. Having owned the Gen 1 iPhone is kind of crazy. Oh, I almost fell over. I gotta like stretch my hip flexors. Oh, they're so tight, man. They're so tight. I still haven't recovered from the 2 days, two 12-hour car trips in 3 days has completely messed up my hip flexors. Getting a Nintendo 3DS on release is top 3 best moments in my life growing up. I do remember getting my 3DS as well. I feel like I love going to the Nintendo release. I love getting mine release day, whatever the new Nintendo consoles are. Hot take, bring back keyboard phones, please. Oh, or just bring them back again. Yeah, no, there's something satisfying about like pressing actual keys on a keyboard. Can you get iPhone Gen 1 because ATT coverage didn't exist anywhere near me and Apple had the exclusive with them? Considering the OG iPhone did not work at all. I've never used an OG iPhone, so I don't know. I cannot speak from experience. Getting the Game Boy Advance SP was amazing to me for some reason. I always loved my SP. I never owned the fat Game Boy Advances. I only ever owned an SP. Hot take, dude is unlucky with shinies. That's the coldest take of all. That's a freezing take right there. My first Pokemon game was Sun. Do you feel old yet? Yes. But so much stuff makes sense when you realize that the people who are the most online are the kids that the kids that played Sun and Moon as their first Pokemon games. You see the Pokemon Sun and Moon Defender accounts on Twitter, you get mad and you're like, that kid's like 15 years old. You can get the like keyboard Z cases for the Z Flip to turn into a BlackBerry style phone. See, we know that's the best. Platinum was my first and only Pokemon game for a long time. That's a pretty good one to start with. Mine were Fire Red and Leaf Green. I got into it late. Like most of my cohorts were playing on their Game Boys. They were playing Red, Blue, Gold, Silver, Crystal. But I just I didn't get a gaming system until I was quite a bit older than like my peers. Gen 7ers rise up. You better be careful, YouTube chatters. YouTube chatters, you gotta know where you're at. This is an anti-Gen 7 zone. So you act up, you're gonna get in trouble. What's the game called? Hello? This is Pokemon Black. I like random YouTube commenter just from the top ropes. Hitting you with the random like, hello? You're not answering my question? What Pokemon game is this? Even though it says in the description? Gen 7 did have the worst gimmick. Z moves suck. Z moves are trash. Did you know there's a Pokemon ROM called All In that has a lot more gambling included into the game? Oh, that sounds like it's for me. First Pokemon game was Platinum. My dumbass did not have to go. Gen 7 was a poorly written novel with occasional Pokemon battles. True. I would genuinely like Gen 7 so much more if I just didn't get interrupted from playing the game all the time. That's my big issue with it. A lot of the fights in that game are actually fun. The problem is that the game just takes you away from it all the time. Just let me play the Pokemon game. Have you considered the Ghost Z move dance? Yes, and I hate it. You want to play Pokemon? I know. Kind of ironic coming from the guy who's sitting here shiny hunting over and over again. You never played Gen 1 or 3? Honestly, there is no reason to ever play Gen 1 outside of just wanting to experience the place where the series started, because those are not good games. Did you hear that Pogo is increasing level cap to level 80? Huh? No way. That can't be real. Twinkle Tackle. Are you going to run the Drayano Gauntlet? Yeah, after I beat Run and Bun in like 2026. So you can expect the Drayano Gauntlet from me like 2027, 2028. I love being like 2 years late to all the trends. It starts October this year. Bro, I'm not even like level 44. I was already 40 whenever they increased the cap to 50. To be fair, I play a lot less Pokemon Go than I used to. But I'm not even 44 yet. Even when I get enough EXP to jump to 44, I do not want to do the Battle League. Oh my god. I hate Pokemon Go PvP so much. Yeah, I'm not a big... I like the aesthetic of Team Skull, but I think they're very annoying. Thoughts on Shiny Koraidon? I'm a huge sucker for black shinies, so massive fan of black Koraidon. What if I get to name the next shiny? It depends on what we're talking about when it happens. The video comes out 2030. Yeah, guys, the Run and Bun video in like 2045 is going to go so hard. Is this game a good one? Yes. Yeah, I hate level 44 requirement. You can just use a friend account. I know you can. Even still, that means I have to make someone else play Pokemon Go PvP with me. Yeah, I guess you just have to do something else. Yeah, no, that's probably the strat that I'm gonna do. I'll just be like, hey dad, will you help me just for like 30 minutes? The good thing is I'll wait until he's also 44. Then we can both just knock them out. I think that's what we should do. I don't understand how Pogo PvP has skill expression aside from hit phone screen fast. I mean, that is there's like a level of predicting and stuff like that, I think. Because I think it's about like charging up energy. I was able to, you know, learn a little bit from watching at Worlds. But there is some skill to it because it's like they have to make like really tight decisions on like when to switch out into like the resist to catch the charge move or whatever. I think they literally call it like catching. But yeah, there is some skill to it for sure. Did you hear about Eternatus in Pokemon Go? I did some of the raids. I was there. I just use Pokemon Go for shiny hunting. I feel like that's what it's best for. Definitely. Gen 13 might be out by the time we win this run. That is true. What about the G-Max? Yeah, the one with like the 100-person raids. Yeah, we were doing those. It was actually really, really cool. It was like, oh my god. This is what it felt like in 2016 when the game released. So that was honestly a super cool experience. The world is healing. Pokemon Go is back. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Uh-oh. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out... I don't know, I was trying to figure out like the raid system on YouTube. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to set it up. Will you wipe on purpose so you don't have to finish this run? Just like wipe randomly so I don't have to keep shiny hunting? Why would I have sunk so many hours into this. That feels so dumb. 200 to 300 people out for raid nights. It's wild. The lobbies fill up instantly and you win the fight in 2 seconds. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, take care, little Bulba boy. Have a good one. Wipe to the Shiny Sandile. It could. The Shiny Sandile might just clear me. Yesterday you predicted 39,448. Well, you might hit it. Why am I doing this to myself? That's a great question. My first Game Boy Advance on my way to Disney World when I was 4 or 5. That sounds like that sounds so peak. You find out you're going to Disney World as a little kid and you get a Game Boy Advance. Like, is there a better day possible for a child? Is this a Nuzlocke? It sure is. I know it doesn't seem like it at a lot of times, but it sure is. 39,205 encounters. Luckily, those are not all for one Pokemon, but the majority of them are. Like, half of them are for this one Pokemon. More than half are for this one hunt. I know it's confusing, but we do these streams for the inevitable YouTube video. So this will look a lot better. This encounter number being here will look a lot better when it's all for the video and not just for this one Pokemon. Or one stream, I should say. If I had a nickel for every shiny I got in a Nuzlocke, I would have 2 nickels. Were they both red Gyarados? I would have several. I've found several shinies in Nuzlocks at this point. One, because I've done 2 of these stupid shiny only Nuzlocks at this point. And I found the Kecleon while grinding in the Wonderlock. I found a shiny Swablu while EV training in a cage lock that I did in high school. And then we found the Rattata in the Too Many Rules Nuzlocke. And then I guess every time I caught the red Gyarados. How have you still not found this Sandile? Skill issue, I guess. I guess I should have just streamed longer, you know? I never should have ended my stream. The 12-hour stream that I should have turned into a 24-hour stream, I guess I should have just not stopped. I'd have 3 and 2 of them would be Graveler. I found a shiny Graveler one time, not in a Nuzlocke, just in a normal playthrough, and it exploded on me. All right, I really got to pee, so I will be back in just a second. All right, I'm back. I want to do a full silver double length Nuzlocke on hard mode just to prove myself to Arceus. What the heck is a double length Nuzlocke? What was the best public restroom you've ever been in? Buc-ee's. We'll just say Buc-ee's. I don't know, probably just some random restaurant, honestly. I went to this really cool hotel on a Studio Ghibli tour in Japan. That was a pretty cool restaurant, or restroom. Yeah, Buc-ee's. On the trip to Colorado, I was really sad that there was no Buc-ee's for me to stop at to go to the bathroom. Every time I drive down to Texas, it's like, all right, got a plan to stop at Buc-ee's. And then whenever we were driving to St. Louis on a road trip, there's a Buc-ee's in Colorado. Yes, but it's past Denver. So it's not... For me, traveling from east to west, I don't hit the Buc-ee's. I did see the sign for it, and I was like... like in Jurassic Park when they take off the sunglasses. That was me when I saw the Buc-ee's sign. But unfortunately, it is past Denver, so I could not go all the way there. And I'm not gonna go. I will only go to Buc-ee's if it's on my way to my destination. I'm not like, I gotta go 30 miles past Denver to hit Buc-ee's because I love that dang chipmunk so much. I love that rodent. Buc-ee's expanding beyond Texas feels like sacrilege, but I don't care because they need to be everywhere. True. I can't believe we don't have one in Oklahoma. It's terrible. Yeah, it's worth it for the chipmunk. Yeah, Texas can't keep that to themselves. That'd be cruel and mean. What happens first? Thunder back-to-back champs or Shiny Sandile? Look, if I have to sacrifice the Shiny Sandile for the Thunder to go back-to-back, I'll do it. I'll take the L. I won't stream this for another year if it means the Thunder go back-to-back. Not having one in Oklahoma is crazy when they're like right on the border. I know. I guess apparently it's because like Buc-ee's location philosophy is that they only want to put Buc-ee's in like random like smaller towns or something like that. So maybe there's just not an Oklahoma town that fits the bill well enough. I don't know why. Yeah, we get the back-to-back Shea MVP, the back-to-back championships, all sacrificing one Shiny Sandile. I would do it in a heartbeat. They have one in Pennsylvania? Okay, I did not know that there was a Buc-ee's in Pennsylvania. 39k encounters looks like it's been a desert of shinies. Well, thankfully that is not the totality, but this is like a 22,000 we have gone like 22,000 encounters without seeing a shiny. The best evil team in Nuzlocke, in my opinion. I don't really understand the question. They're planning one in Idaho, but not Oklahoma? This sucks. This sucks. Of course, I don't think I would ever hit them in Oklahoma. It's like I'm only gonna go to one when I'm on a road trip. So like that's why when I went to St. Louis it worked, because I was driving to St. Louis. Every time I go down to Dallas, I'll hit it because it's on my way down there. But I'm not just gonna like stop in Buc-ee's. I'm not gonna go out of my way to go to Buc-ee's. Okay, I think I did know that the biggest Buc-ee's was in Tennessee. Pennsylvania is full of random ass small towns. It's perfect for a Buc-ee's. I've never been to Pennsylvania, so I wouldn't know. Wyoming has a Buc-ee's. This is now everybody's just flexing on me that their state has a Buc-ee's. This sucks. Traveling 2 hours or more to stop at Buc-ee's. I think that's a fair rule. Buc-ee's should be like a safe haven that you like stop at. You're like, yes, this is where I can go to fill up because there's 500 gas pumps, and indulge in some beautiful Buc-ee's merch and take a nice shit in the wall-to-wall, the floor-to-ceiling walls that surround my white porcelain throne as I absolutely blow up this bathroom from the monster that I drank to get here. That's what Buc-ee's is for. Can't wait for this part of the video where you explain how you sat here for an incredible amount of time for the Sandile the Hero. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome whenever I spend 30 seconds talking about how I spent multiple days of my life in this position right here. People will never have to know the struggles. Like anybody that's ever been to Buc-ee's knows that what I said is very true. If it makes you feel better, my state doesn't have one. It actually doesn't. My state borders the state where Buc-ee's started. I think it's really just they don't like Oklahoma. Texans feel like Oklahoma is the little brother state, so they just don't want to give us a Buc-ee's. That's really what it is. If it gets to 69,420, it will be like 4 years from now. I might not even be doing Pokemon content anymore at that point. How many months of Sandile has it been? Like 14. The Red River rivalry is strong. This is true. Is Buc-ee's becoming the new Sheetz? I don't even know what Sheetz is. They can't put one up in Connecticut. We're too small. Yeah, some of those northeastern states, Buc-ee's would occupy like half of the state. You put one Buc-ee's in, they're like, we don't have any room. We're out of room. They're calling you Diet Texans? That's just mean. That's just mean. We've got more going for us than that. After driving through Kansas, I was like, put some respect on Oklahoma's name, okay? We don't just have nothing but cornfields for miles and miles. Driving through Oklahoma is like 1,000 times prettier than driving through Kansas. What are the base odds? 1 in 8,192. If you didn't do Pokemon content, what would you pivot to? I mean, that's kind of a hard... I like doing Pokemon content. I mean, I did Smash Bros content when I first started out. I did that for a while. But I mean, those are kind of my two games. The nice thing about Pokemon content is it's a lot more evergreen than Smash Bros. Like, you can't survive on Smash Bros content because there's just such a drought. I guess maybe like Nintendo variety, I suppose, maybe, but that's a hard niche to get into. Because I feel like you're just like the Nintendo. I don't know. It feels like it's not as hyper specific, so it's harder to build a personality out of that. Buc-ee's would cover the entire state of Rhode Island and then some. Yeah, I think Buc-ee's would just, honestly, if you just like took the square, like if you just took every Buc-ee's and tried to plop it into Rhode Island, I think it would probably take up all of Rhode Island. I think it would be more than Rhode Island. We love Buc-ee's around here. True. We got to stop next time. We got to be dripped out in Buc-ee's merch. Maybe that's the secret. Maybe I need to get some Buc-ee's merch. I gotta love that chip, especially after Blue Eyes, Gray Chipmunk. I need to get some Buc-ee's merch now. Why don't you breed Sandile for a Shiny Sandile? Because this is a Nuzlocke, and we can't do that in Nuzlocke. Warhammer 40k, that would be kind of cool. Oh god, why did I agree to doing 40,000 encounters? I have to do another 750 encounters? Oh god. Oh god. Sheetz is a gas station / restaurant. They got pretty popular with the younger people and randomly popped up everywhere in my state, Ohio. People went crazy over it for no reason. That does sound very similar to Buc-ee's, but I've never heard of Sheetz in my life. pronounce my love for you and admit Squirtle is better than Bulbasaur. I'm not like a huge Squirtle lover. I like Squirtle, but I'm not like... I'm not going to judge if people think Squirtle is not the best Pokemon ever. Yeah, no breeding around here. We practice abstinence on this stream. I won't trust the barbecue from a non-Texan Buc-ee's. Yeah, I think I did have it in the Missouri Buc-ee's. It was... Yeah, it wasn't anything to write home about. Maryland is just the state of Royal Farms and Chick-fil-A. We can't afford to have Buc-ee's, but we do have Sheetz. I was not familiar with Sheetz. I guess if I'm ever in the Northeast ever again, I will have to introduce myself. Oh man, oh boy. What have I signed up for? I feel like the multiple instances of the game just feels like it has to be the play. You're getting like 4 different RNG seeds. That just feels better to me. Being on 4 separate RNG seeds just feels like that's the way to do it. I'm just on some cursed seed. I need to get another one going. Can't tell you how many times I've realized that the stream can actually end at any time. It really could. I've seen a lot of normal Sandiles. I could just end it right now if I wanted to. There's small Buc-ee's too, like basically small convenience stores and no gas stations. Got one down near Galveston that was the first Buc-ee's I ever went to. Just little baby Buc-ee's. That's very cute. Yeah, we're on the cursed seed. This sucks. Do it for my sanity. I wonder. I would have to like make a new layout. I just I like cohesion. I'm sorry. I like cohesion too much. I want the consistency of this footage of getting this to look the exact same as the footage of all the other shiny. That's why we're using the old layout. I'm using the old layout. We got a new, let's see, 39292. I don't even have it set up. I do have a new overlay for DS games using the new overlay template, but I don't have it. I don't even, because this is the only DS game I've streamed since I got the new overlays. I haven't even needed to implement it on OBS yet. What defines a normal Sandile? You'll see. You have to stick around till the end of the stream to find out. Have you ever been to the Basketball Hall of Fame in Massachusetts? Just remember that was there. I have not. Do you have your this is that right there. That's the number. That's total encounters. Not catching it. Look, I gave up faith a long time ago. Yep, you got to stay till the end. I gotcha. I got you. You just got to see what a normal looking Sandile looks like. We got the falafel enjoyers in YouTube chat. YouTube chat is awesome. Sometimes you just get the most random messages. I don't know what goes on over there. You all are a different breed. Yeah, see, I mean, I've always got this picture on deck. If I ever lose faith, there it is. Boom, right there. For over a year now, on and off. I'm just glad I got the starter quickly. Imagine if I got this unlucky. If I got this unlucky on the starter, I absolutely never would have. I would have we wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't be here right now. If I went over odds on the starter, I straight up would have just given up. I'm not watching that cutscene. We're built a little wrong. That's a good way to put it. Yo, Alpharad with the 40 months. What's up, Jacob? Damn. Damn is right, because we are still doing this. with absolutely nothing to show for it. And I suffer every day because of it. I was saying it earlier, this is genuinely the worst idea I've ever had in my entire life. I regret it every day, every time I boot it up. It's so funny because like every time that it's always when it's the back-to-back. If I go like 2 weeks without doing the shiny hunting, I can come back. I'm in decent spirits. But then the second that I do it 2 days in a row, it's the most doomer, negative stream of all time. Jaden says she thinks your game might be broken. I think Jaden's right. I think maybe what I should do is I should put action replay code in that guarantees that every encounter is shiny, just to make sure that the shinies work. And then I just react like that's the shiny. And then we can just say we're good to go. Sunken cost fallacy, it really is that. But how sunk does the cost need to get before I decide this is enough? I've had enough. How did you enjoy Hollow Knight, Jacob? I can't believe we're getting Silk Song before I get the stupid Shiny Sandile. How is like the most memed game that's never going to come out is going to come out before I get this stupid shiny? It's ridiculous. You got to write that in your video. Oh, I 100% will. I think I actually have to just straight up not play the video game. I think even just the fact that it is announced is good enough. Like the fact that we know that it's coming out is good enough. That is Jacob, that's assuming that I even get the shiny and this becomes a video. If we get GTA 6, that would be too much. I think it probably releases before September 4th. Yeah, I'm not getting this by then. I'm not getting this by then. I was talking to Arlie at Worlds, and she was like, I don't think I've ever had a shiny hunt go that much over odds. I was like, this happened with Ghastly too. How is it possible that I have such bad luck that I have had 2 shiny hunts that have been worse than someone that does this for a living? How is that even possible? They should be used to that by now. Maybe that's what happens. Shiny hunters just have better luck, so they just get sucked into the hobby because they have good luck. Yeah, maybe it really might just be a skill issue. That is possible. Maybe I just need to get good. September 4th, isn't that when Pawmot gets added into Unite? That's the type of brainworm. That's the type of Unite brainworm that I like to hear. Like, oh, that's when this like game that's been hyped up for years comes out. I think that's when Pawmot is getting added to Pokemon Unite. That's awesome. The less you believe, the more likely you are to get it. That's what I've been telling myself. Typically, the more that I complain about the about not getting the shiny, the easier it is for me to get the shiny. Guy who has only played Pokemon Unite. I'm getting some Pokemon Unite release date vibes from that Pokemon. Wait, they're releasing a video game on a day? That kind of reminds me of when a Pokemon comes out in Pokemon Unite. Demand Sandile to show up. Yeah, maybe I just need to be like really like, come here, come here. I think my favorite part about this is that people just think I'm actually shiny hunting for Sandile. Like, it really looks like a guy just wants the Sandile. We've completely lost the plot that I'm even doing this for a Nuzlocke. Remember how blissful you were after the first few shinies? That's what I'm saying, Jacob. That's the part that hurts. Is I was like, yes, we're in it, baby. I mean, look at this. This is just comical at this point. Like, I got 3 shinies in one day. December 10th is when everything went wrong. December 10th, 2023, God smiled upon me that day and blessed me with 3 shinies. And then, just 9 days later, I get another one. And then we go through a long drought where I really wasn't even playing it. But then we had doubles grass, like things were good, and now here we are. And now here we are. Here we are, like 15 months later. We have a Boldor. Of course we have a Boldor. Corey Star was like the first target. Imagine saying when you started the Sandile hunt that we'd have Silk Song and Metroid Prime 4 before you get the shiny. That does hurt. That does hurt. Yeah, think about how many children have been born before we found this shiny Sandile. Yeah, the Corey is that guy. I will always be Boldor's biggest defender. That's probably not true. I'm sure there's someone out there who Boldor is their favorite Pokemon. He's high up there for me, but he's not like GOAT status. Although Corey is the GOAT, but no, he's not the one of one. I don't think I stream on September 4th just out of respect. I think out of respect for Silk Song, I just don't do it. Yeah, your Dan will have grown up. The 13-year-old college graduate to the 15-year-old PhD. Boy Wonder. You killed Corey? No, I didn't kill Corey. Society did. They weren't ready for his message, so they had to kill him off. I think it's crazier that you haven't found any other shinies in between then. Yeah, when I finally learned what phasing meant, I can now be like, oh no, I haven't even done that. We haven't even phased because there is no phasing in a Pokemon shiny only Nuzlocke. I guess unless you get stupid ass Darumaka and we dupe clause it. P-Dub really did curse the run. It really is all P-Dub's fault. Because if we'd just gotten the stupid Palpitoad, if we'd gotten Temple, if we'd been able to put Palpitoad on the team instead of P-Dub, I would have probably beaten the game by now. I would be done. What in the world is phasing? Phasing is a shiny hunter term where if I was just shiny hunting and just wanted shiny Sandile, if I found shiny Darumaka and not shiny Sandile, that would mean that that was like phased. I'm probably butchering it. It's probably the worst explanation of phasing you've ever heard. But that's the general idea of it, is that you're looking for a different shiny and you catch a shiny, or you find a shiny that's not your target shiny. But because I'm doing a shiny only Nuzlocke, that doesn't really even apply here. Is he doing any increased odds? No. At this point, I should though. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Will I really get that any street cred at all if I did it in unmodified odds? The video is essentially the same. All that not doing it with unmodified odds does is me just adding 15 seconds at the start of the video being like, I'm using unmodified odds. And then I go, then we get to this point, and then I complain for 30 seconds about how it took me 2 years to find the next shiny. I just can't wait for the inevitable comments that are like, this guy clearly cheated at the start of his run. How could he have possibly gotten 3 shinies in one day? The only reason that he spent all this time shiny hunting for Sandile was to make it look like he wasn't actually cheating. You could just increase the odds and not tell anyone. I could do that. But at this point, I'm more curious. At this point, it's just a research project for me. I'm just curious how far up the probability graph I can go. That's what I want to know. Does Sandile have anything specific you want? The reason that Sandile is the desired target is because the whole reason we're doing this is because my team gets absolutely bodied by Elisa, who's the electric type gym leader. So having a ground type would be awesome. And dark types are really, really good into this game's Elite Four. And so Sandile also gets its second ability is Moxie. So if we get Moxie Sandile, it can just sweep 2 Elite Four members with like relative ease. So that would be kind of awesome. That'd be so awesome. It would be so cool. It's a matter of principle at this point. Exactly. I will get so much street cred from all the shiny hunters, except for the ones that are like, he's using speed up. It doesn't count. He should be a real shiny hunter like me and run 10 instances of the game. He should run 10 instances of the game, which would actually be even more optimal because you're getting more shiny encounters. You will encounter a shiny Darumaka. Look, at this point, if I go this far over odds and then I get shiny Darumaka, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, the clip would be too perfect. I would just have to get... I would just have to do it. I would just have to keep looking. As if the encounter counter was edited in instead of updating live on stream. This is true. It's all a hoax by Big Captain Kid. He doesn't want you to know. It's a scientific endeavor in the realm of statistics / probabilities at this point. That's what I'm saying. I'm just going for it, baby. What about 10 instances sped up? See, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yo, thank you so much for the raid, Mystic Alone. Shiny Sandile in the next 3 encounters. All right, JP, I got you. Hold on. All right, so there's 1. Are we talking 3 Sandile encounters or just 3 encounters? So there's oh my god, imagine if I did this all without speed up. Let's just get a glimpse into the sick and twisted world that is doing this with no speed up. It is so brutal. It takes like 15 seconds every time. Okay, we didn't get the intimidate. Okay, that's 2. So this is the one. This is the one. The big 3, baby. The big 3rd Sandile. Come on. Come on. Give it to us. Here it is, baby. Shiny Sandile on a silver platter. It could have been the one. It could have been the one in a different universe. We were there. Good God, I just saw the encounter total. Yeah, we've been here for a while, Nacho. We've been here for a while. Oh, man. One day. And that's the stream. Woo! All right, anyways. That was fun. It was 3 Sandiles in a row. JP, you called it like you see it. One day. You hit us with the Babe Ruth. You were like, yep, right there. That's where the shiny Sandile is going to be. Here's the thing. May 2024 isn't even when we started Oh my god. Isn't when we started shiny hunting Sandile. That's a lot of S's. We've been going for Sandile for even longer. We were looking for Sandile when we got this guy. We've been going for Sandile for even longer. We were going for Sandile back then too. It's going to be a shiny Darumaka. Well, here's the thing about shiny Darumaka. We move. Shiny Darumaka does not mean that the hunt is over. Shiny Darumaka means we stay. Can you imagine the horrors if we got 2 shiny Darumakas before we got anything else? Somehow I forgot over the past 2 years. To be fair, we did get the shiny Yamask pretty quickly. So I think it's fair to assume that. Shiny Dwebble is the funniest because it's like the pizza guy walking into the flaming room. I would be so fine with shiny. I do think like Crustle, it's gonna be really good. I think. I think Crustle's like an E4 unironically, because you just like click Shell Smash. Because unfortunately you don't get to evolve by Skyla, so you don't even get the rock type. You don't even get the Evo by the flying type gym, which sucks. Yeah, is there proof of anybody ever getting a shiny in Desert Resort? Have we discovered something? Have we discovered something crazy in Pokemon Black and White? I feel like I've never seen video proof of anybody getting this Pokemon here. Yeah, Sandile, Scraggy would also be pretty good. Scraggy would also be nice. If we get Moxie Scraggy, that's pretty solid. But yeah, Sandile is by far the best encounter here. You also need like more, greater than signs, or I guess less than signs after Maractus. Darumaka is the one we must avoid. Name it after me when you get it. No. What if this route is shiny locked? They're like, haha. You thought that, oh man. Oh, that, oh my god. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty accurate. I think that's a pretty fair breakdown. I just found a shiny fracture in Scarlet Violet. Congrats. Wish that could be me. If you encounter a shiny Darumaka, can you name it after me? I'm killing it. If shiny Darumaka shows up on screen, it dies. We are still here. We are never leaving. If you want one constant in life, it's that I will find my way back to these pits. I will spend an absurd amount of time in these pits, just chilling. Just doing that thing. Boop, 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 boop. I'm so sorry, man. It happens, you know? Congratulations. Relish in the glory that you've been freed from a shiny hunt. Save state, kill it for the content, then move on. I mean, I can't catch it anyways. If we get the shiny Darumaka, why would I even need to save state? Like, I can't even catch it. I could just kill it for experience. Like, I guess if I want to save experience. Yo, I always forget that Weird Virus is an emote on the channel. I love him so much. I love Weird Virus so much. I need to buy a Weird Virus plushie. I was talking about this yesterday, about how I like getting like Pokemon Sitting Cuties plush to get the Pokemon that like most represents whatever the video was about. And so whenever I finish the Mariomon Draft League video, I gotta get the Weird Virus plush. It's such a stupid emote that nobody ever uses, but it's so funny. It was supposed to be used for the content creator tournament, and then I busted out, and poor little Weird Virus did not get to get shown. I didn't get to show him off the way I wanted to. This video's plushie will definitely be Sandile. No, the true MVP of the video will be Watchog. Trust. Yeah, I told Bryn yesterday that I would commission them to make a special shiny Watchog. I think that would be so cute. Like the little crocheted shiny Watchog would be adorable. Maybe that will light the fire under me to get my own stream room at some point. Just so I can show off the shelf with all of the plushies. Think about how motivating that would be for me if in my stream setup constantly behind me I have a shelf of all my former trophies. I think my favorite one is the Deoxys hugging plush. That was kind of the one that started it all. It was like, okay, I want to, because of the Deoxys defense that I got in the one legendary only Nuzlocke race, I was like, I'm gonna buy the Deoxys defense hugging plush, and I think that was what set me off. I was like, I should just get a plush every single time. Haven't you been in this route for like 2 months? 2 months? Would you like to see when the year of the we've been here for a little bit longer than 2 months, just a little bit longer. Gen 5 has some of the best shinies. I wouldn't know. I never see them. Maybe 2 months of active gameplay. Yeah, at this point. I mean, let's just do a little save, you know? Woo, 227 hours? Seems about right. How did that Soul Link go with Wacko? It was great. It was really fun. That's probably like one of my favorite video projects that I've worked on. That was such a fun idea. Thank you. Yeah, I really like that video. I hope it continues to do well. I was kind of nervous having not uploaded for 2 months. It's performing like okay. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. The click-through rate's pretty low on it. So maybe I could try like tinkering with the title a little bit. I'm not sure. Apparently YouTube is adding A/B testing for titles, which is massive. That is like honestly more than thumbnails. The A/B testing of I probably should commission like 2 thumbnails for every video, honestly. But being able to test out different thumbnails is going to be massive, because I always have like a couple of title suggestions that I want to try, but it's like I can't do it. But now I can. Soon, maybe. Not right now. Let's swap the Pokemon you are sending out. He's bad luck. I will show you how cursed this is. It's very cursed. It will hurt my brain. Let's throw out the guy that started all. One, look at this. Look at this. When we don't have Illuminate Watchog, bad things happen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at what you've done to us, Tranquil. It's like, oh my god, who is that? What is that Pokemon? I'm disgusted. I have to look away. It's just not right. It's just not right. At 60k, you have a statistical 100% chance. It is guaranteed. I will 100% of the time get it. Ew, green bird. It's not even that it's the green bird. It's just that it's not Watchog. Look, I mean, the experience will happen with this guy as well. Like, it's just jarring. Like, I look away and then I look back at my screen. I'm like, oh, there's Maractus. And then, oh, who is that? It throws you off. I would throw your Dan in there, but I feel like I'm gonna not be able to run away, then get crunched, and I'll get it killed on accident. Yeah, there's only one Pokemon that I can afford to have standing in front of me. I've been having my videos on the TV just because I want to see if the YouTube algorithm will eventually send me into my own live stream. It hasn't done it yet. It has played through like 2 hours of my videos, and it has not put me into the live stream yet. I'm just like testing it because I have a theory. I have a theory of how the YouTube algorithm just throws, like, once it gets late enough at night, it just throws everybody into a live stream when it assumes you're asleep. So I'm trying to see if I can get it to work. The encounter total is for all Pokemon, every Pokemon I've caught. But Shiny Sandile, we are like 22,000 encounters into Shiny Sandile. Let's see, I should just have the previous number memorized. Let's see what the previous number is. The previous shiny was found at 17,180. Yeah, so we are firmly 22,000 encounters away. We're almost 23,000 encounters away. We've been here for a hot minute. I don't think YouTube has ever recommended a live stream to you. I think if you watch, like, I think you do have to watch some live streaming content in order for it to recommend it to you. I woke up this morning to Classical Symphony live stream somehow. This is proving my theory. It's just always trying to get you in. I learned that from a video on black white speedruns. Yeah, I don't think any of my Pokemon are heavy enough actually to have the little extra particle effects. I think I get live streams when I scroll shorts too long. How is that even possible? Can you stream vertical on YouTube? All right, take care, Crash. I appreciate you. See you on the next one. You can. Oh, I didn't even know that. I leave YouTube playing all night constantly, but never had a live stream autoplay for me. It has done VODs though. Close enough. I feel like it just tries to throw you into the longest thing possible. I've never seen a YouTube live short form before. YouTube recommends Captain Kid's own stream to him before the encounter. Well, it hasn't happened yet. It just sent me to the auction video. So we haven't gotten there yet. Okay, we're almost at 39,500. So then I'll have just a short 500 encounters left to do, which is going to take me like 2 hours or something. Which isn't terrible, you know. We'll get out of here at like 1:30 or something probably. But I did sign the legally binding contract that forces me to stay here and do these encounters nonstop. A lot of shiny hunters do vertical streams. Maybe I should be doing the vertical streaming. Maybe that's the issue. They only reward the shiny hunters who stream vertically. Shiny Sandile at 42,069. Oh, I don't have it. I definitely don't have it in me to make it there tonight. Let's do that bit again. No, that was a one-time only. That was a one-time only bit. We don't reuse bits around here. Definitely never done that before. I've definitely never reused a bit in my entire life. Except for the bit about not finding the shiny Sandile. That one I do all the time. New bits. Get your new bits here. I might have to dip into the bag I might have to dip into the new bit bag at some point. We'll shelve that one until we actually do. I just straight up do a vertical live stream. I feel like that'd be hard. There's just so many platforms you could stream to. I don't even know how you do a vertical and horizontal live stream at the same time. Two is enough, you know. Managing YouTube and Twitch at the same time, that's more than enough for me. What is a vertical live stream? It's a live stream, but it's vertical. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's only poetic if we get Shiny Darumaka. The scariest thing about getting Shiny Darumaka is knowing that it could happen again. The OBS dual platform stream layout is cursed. I guess I've never seen it with multiple layouts. The only thing I have is just the multi-chat open. Happen again? It's a dupe. Is Shiny Darumaka less likely than Sandile? Yes, I think. You'd think that I would have their encounter numbers memorized at this point. Let's double check. Desert Resort Pokemon. Or it might be 40-40. No, it's 40-30, yeah. Yeah, so it is. 40-30 and then the rest are 10s. That's very easy to remember. I will commit that to memory now. I knew that Sandile was 40, but I couldn't remember what Darumaka was. We have exhausted nearly all of our Sandile encounter locations. There he is. Never forget him. I'm pretty sure that clip is my most viewed clip on the channel at this point. Something's telling me that title isn't entirely accurate. I think that I think the title is fully accurate. I think that title is the most accurate thing about the stream. Bro, how is this a nostalgic Pokemon song? Ain't no way we're using the sandwich theme and calling that nostalgic. Have you found any other shinies during this hunt? No. It's a shiny only Nuzlocke, so I have to catch whatever I get. I have not found anything. I am desperately looking for anything. It doesn't even have to be Sandile. I will take whatever I can get. The price is that you have to name it after me? No. This theme isn't even old enough to walk yet? Exactly. $40K almost. I mean, we're just like 500 encounters away from the big 40K. Maybe we get it. Maybe we get it before there. Pokemon Black White was released closer to Pokemon's invention than today. That is sad to think about. That is really crazy to think about. If we hit it on 42,069, it's just the best Pokemon of all time. We have found normal looking Sandiles, but we've not found a totally normal looking Sandile, so it's okay that stream isn't into yet. Exactly. I'm waiting for the totally normal looking one to show up. Honestly, Scarlet Violet has been out for quite a while. Scarlet Violet's been out for a hot minute. I think it might be able to walk. I think that sandwich song actually might be able to walk. All right, it's time to... Wait, I guess I'll get to 500 real fast. I guess this is 500. Okay, I need to stretch my hands a little bit. And stand up. Probably. Woo, mama. Oh. 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 Hot take, Gen 9 is a giant list of reasons to make Gen 10 better. I mean, I would hope so. I would hope that they learn from the mistakes of Gen 9 and make Gen 10 better, but I don't know how confident I am that they will do that. Ooh. This is nostalgia right here. Because this is the one that I played as a kid. Hot take, we never eat Hot Pockets in the right temperature. It's either too hot or mildly cold. I haven't even had a Hot Pocket in a really long time. I don't even know the last time I would have had a Hot Pocket, if I'm being so real. Saw you at Pokemon Worlds, was going to ask for a pic, but anxiety got me good. I hope you had a good time as me. Oh, that's too bad. You should have come up and said hello. I don't bite. You could have gotten a sticker. You missed out on a sticker. I'm sorry. I was giving away Captain Kid stickers. You could have had one. But I did have a good time. I'm glad to hear that you had a good time. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm excited to go next year. And I gotta prep myself to try and get my Pokemon XP ticket. I can only imagine that's going to be impossible to get. They missed out on a Murkrow pin. No, I was definitely wiped out of my Murkrow pins. Only 10 people got Murkrow pins from me, and I don't think a single one of them was an actual fan. So I feel really bad. Next year when I go, I'm only handing them out to fans or like little kids that look like they need a pin, you know? I gotta make sure no scalpers. We gotta make sure none of the scalpers are getting them. Would have loved a sticker. Hey, maybe I'll have some next year. I kind of doubt that I'll give out like the 50 or so that are left. I don't think I'll ever be around enough people that would ever even recognize me. Was Jacob there? Yes, Jacob was there. Jacob and Jaden actually had a special meet and greet that they only let like 40 people into. Say my name. Say my name. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to everybody. If someone seemed like a nice person, I would give them a pin. I think I might go the void route though, where I will only trade pins with people that I want a pin from them. All those homeless people in San Fran are about to be, oh no. We don't think Big Pikachu messes with homeless people. Is San Francisco really bad? Is there a homeless crisis happening in San Francisco? I feel like that's just every city in America at this point. I feel like America's just gotten so bad that every city just has a really bad homeless problem. It's really sad. I have to get to bed. Good luck, kid. One day you will get it. Can't believe you ran in the sandpit for 2 years now. Crazy. All right, take care, Darth Squidward. We will probably still be here next time you see me. Or at least doing something else. The next time you see this video game, we'll probably still be here. Who knows? Yeah, Dylan and I were actually going to try and show up. We were going to try and get in line for Jacob and Jaden's meetup, but we did not realize what that might have entailed. So we did not get in line to see our favorite creators. That I actually, knowing that they only let 40 people in, I would have actually felt really bad if the two of us got in and stole 2 people's spots. That would have been even worse. So in hindsight, I'm actually glad that we did not do that, because then I would have felt horrible. Oh. In Austin, there was a mental facility that lost funding and all the patients were released to the streets. The homeless community is nuts there. Oh my God, that's horrible. That's terrible. Yo, Elser with the 100 bits and the time it's taken for you to get a Shiny Sandile. I was able to do over 25,000 attempts of run and bun and beat Norman Calculus. It's insane you're still going. It sure is. It's insane that you've beaten Norman Calculus and run and bun. That's I think an even more impressive feat. What I'm doing is just a sheer test of patience. That's a sheer test of skill. You know the bag to Norman split better than anybody out there. 25,000 attempts is absolutely wild. That's almost as many times as I've checked for a Shiny Sandile. Mine was a lot of patience. I ain't got the mindset for shiny hunting. Well, me neither. Me neither. So I really don't know why I'm doing this. How many of them were starter rerolls? Yeah, it's probably. Are we just trying to fiend for the good 6-pack? 60% was resets. Okay, that makes sense. At this point, it's not about the shiny, it's about sending a message. It's been that for a while, honestly. We are really driving home the idea that this guy's got patience. This guy has the patience to do it. They call me Mr. Sunk Cost. They call me the sunk cost guy. No, if I were to hand the keys over to the car and then someone else were to get the shiny, it would feel wrong. It would feel wrong. I gotta be here for every single one of these. All 39,534 of these, I gotta be there for. At Worlds next year, if you don't have the Shiny Sandile, you should ask Pokemon if they could transfer it to you. I'm sure that they would love to transfer it to my emulated game of Pokemon Black. She sunk on my cost till I fallacy. That's what I've been saying. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow. Boo, 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 boo. I really thought this was going to be a 2025 upload for me. I'll be so real. I really thought, so naive of me to think, honestly, with how well this started, I was like, this is gonna be holiday 2024 upload. And now I'm not even sure if it'll be holiday 2025 upload. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Winning run was Ralts plus Yanma plus Togue plus early Ursaluna run. I needed pretty much perfect luck. That's crazy. You just had to get the God pack. Maybe someone has tampered with my copy. Maybe I just need to send the save file over to other people and see if they can get one before me. That is a great idea. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe I'll do it. We can be the people. It is the people's pit after all. We need to get the people in the people's pit. Beat wind straits and then lost to desert. Dang. That's impressive. On the kids server. Yeah, only to people that pay me money. Sorry. $39,867. I'd love to believe it. If we only have 300 more to go until we're freed, I will pop off. Whoever gets it will immediately find one. If I give it to enough people, there's a non-zero chance that there's definitely a chance. Oh, and 4 with Brawly. You gotta cook that fraud. You gotta cook that fraud. The only time I've ever lost to Brawly was I've only fought Brawly like 5 times in Run and Bun. 2 of which were on the 2 or 3 of which were during the release day speed run event or race event. The only 2 times I've fought him on real attempts, I have defeated the demon. I have a better winning percentage against Brawly in Run and Bun than I do in Too Many Types, which is really funny. If you pay Kid enough money, look, it's only like it's as low as like $2 a month. If you don't want to pony up for the tier 1 on Twitch, you can go over to the YouTube stream, become a member for $2, and then you can get in. And I basically make the same amount of money for it because the split that I get from YouTube is actually better than Twitch, so it's kind of a win-win. It's Scraggy time. Yo, I'll take Scraggy. At this point, I would love a Scraggy. That's the real way if you don't cook. I think I'll take my sweaty spreadsheet calc heavy Run and Bun Nuzlocke. Is it cheating if I use Shadow Tag Chandelure to get more than 1 roamer? I haven't touched my Run and Bun copy. I don't think so. I think people go for multiple roamers. I just think it's very unlikely that you'd actually get them. You just gotta chuck the quick ball and pray. Wish I could gift memberships on YouTube though. You can, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they added that feature. I definitely think you can gift memberships. Show your support for Captain Kidd. Wait, there should be a way. Do I not have it turned on? Maybe I don't have it turned on. That'd be really embarrassing, actually. If only someone would demonstrate. Can somebody show me how to gift members, please? I just don't know how to do it. I would show you guys, but I just don't know how to do it. You have to have it enabled on your end to receive them? Like, me as the streamer or the YouTube viewer? The viewer. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see like the option for it directly. It shows up for me on my end. Like you can see that you can gift them. Is it in like the super chat option? Wait, let's see. Super chat. Oh, I don't want to send myself a super chat. Maybe you have to already be a member or something. Can a YouTube chatter confirm that there's an option to gift memberships? Because I should probably enable that if it is not currently. There is? Okay. Well, I mean, hey, if somebody's trying to gift some memberships, you know, I will not turn that down. Let me just pull it up on my phone. Let me pull up the stream on my phone. Dude, I haven't been getting notifications from YouTube. I haven't been getting phone notifications from YouTube. Let's see. Join. Oh my god. Gameplay with you. So I can join live chat. Unlock membership gifting. Yeah. I could buy 50 gift memberships for $250. That's worth it for sure. Okay, so you can. I can even do it from mobile. Yeah, I have way less options here as a creator to do it, so. Ooh, mama. You know, in classic shiny hunting fashion, I might have to break a promise, guys. I might not be able to make it to 40,000. We'll see. We'll see. I'm losing steam a little bit, but maybe if I lock in, we can get this done. Don't do it from mobile. Will cost you more. Okay. So if you're gonna gift, make sure to go to your desktop. The gift is more for some reason. Maybe it's because of maybe it's mobile, a mobile thing. I think because it has to like process it through the like Play Store or the Apple Store or something like that. But it's only 425 encounters away, but they take so long. They take so long. That's silly. It is a little silly, but that is how it works, unfortunately. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Everybody on YouTube is just watching as a mobile viewer. Gifting is $5, which is technically the second tier membership, but I think that's the base membership price across YouTube. Oh, that makes sense. You have to gift to like the minimum second tier. We're in Mario Mon video now. We're not on. I don't know. I'm starting to think that YouTube is not going to send me into my own live stream. That is like early. That is early into the Mario Mon video too. So I don't think that I'm going to get to my own live stream, unfortunately. What would be the worst shiny to get in your opinion? Well, Darumaka, simply because it's a dupe. But in terms of the actual Mons, definitely Maractus. I've never seen gifting not be $5, which I think is people's base tier. Yeah, I think the base tier is $5, and then you can make a cheaper tier. So maybe it just has to go to the base tier. Imagine my own account starts chatting. Like, who's using it? Why am I talking to myself in chat? Something that invokes luck. You know what? I think you're right. Maybe a playlist change is in order. What if we have like a casino video game music compilation? Maybe we can get something. Villains Casino, video game casino jazz music. Let's see. That one's from 2 years ago. This is the same creator. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, here we go. This is what we needed. This is what was needed, baby. Let's go gambling. Sabrina Carpenter is what brings the Sandiles out. Unfortunately, my VODs would get claimed if I tried to... I think if I tried to play Sabrina Carpenter, a bright red YouTube van would pull up, they would throw me in, and you would never hear from me again. Have you heard about the dead internet theory? I have. I think we're already in the dead internet theory. Have you seen Twitter or Instagram? lately. I think we're already there. I will say that this the jazzy video game music, it's definitely powering me up. I now feel so much more power to be able to do this. We will do this. We will prevail. Yeah, I'm sure Facebook is even worse. All right, take care, Jazzy. Appreciate the lurk. Surely, we must stay strong. We must stay powerful. Your work shift just ended. Huge. Congrats. This calls for a beer. Maybe I should start drinking. Maybe I should start drinking. This Nuzlocke is breaking me. This Nuzlocke is sending me to places I never wanted to go. Whoa! Cherry Oakwood has gifted 1 Squirtle Sergeant membership to viewers. Thank you so much. I don't even have like a... I'm glad I saw that on the overlay. Okay, there it comes. And shout out Jackson for catching that. Yo, thank you so much, Cherry Oakwood. I appreciate the gifted membership. Thank you, thank you. Now Jackson might be the only member in chat. That's actually crazy. I have so few members that I kind of forgot what the members even looked like. So congrats. There you go, Jackson. Enjoy the super old emotes. Now everybody's going to want to... Jackson's gonna hit us with the best boy emote, the thumbs up. I remember when I first started streaming on Twitch, I always used to be like, "Oh, thanks so much for the membership," when people would sub. How long ago that was? How times have changed. I would give you money, but I'm in college poor. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I totally understand. I never expect people to give me money. I've talked about this in the past, but that's why I don't like being reliant on people giving me money. Like AdSense from like YouTube and Twitch, I feel okay about, because that's like taking money from big corporations. I'm always obviously very appreciative of when people do give me money, but I would never want to be reliant on like other people giving me money to make my living. But if I'm taking money from like some big brand or something, it's not as bad. I feel better about that. Shotgun plus Nuzlocke is a perfect combo. I try and do one before every major accomplishment. Shoot, maybe I need to step my game up. I've been slacking as a Nuzlocker lately. I'm not innovating the game. You should give him money though. True. Screw what I just said. I actually want all of you to give me money right now. Because my job, I can't watch streams all that much, so it's better if I gift. So yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it. You really don't have to do that, but I do very much appreciate it. One before every encounter. Yep, I got a shotgun 1 beer before every encounter because it might be right before a major accomplishment. Getting the shiny would be a major accomplishment, but I never know which one it's going to happen on. I really hope when Altrive and I pick the Kaizo coach lock back up. I really hope when we do the wheel spin, we get the shiny Pokemon. Can't progress the game until we get a shiny. That'll be fun. I can't believe we've... Oh, you know what? I guess it's technically not my Nuzlocke since it's a coach lock. But I think it's so funny that Dash found a shiny Among Us Mon. Alcohol poisoning any percent? I feel like we'd clear that in no problem. That'd be my first speed run right there. It's time for a shiny Darumaka because of the gifter. It could happen. Could happen at any moment right now. Other than top 10, top 5 in Pokemon Snap for the Nintendo Switch Edition. Excuse me. Put some respect on my accomplishments. Top 5 speedrunner in the world at Pokemon for the Nintendo Switch Virtual Console. Praying for a Sandile? I need to start praying too. This is gonna turn me religious. I might have to become religious after this. The next one is the shiny. Oh, it appears that was incorrect. It appears that was incorrect. Yeah, we need the praying emote spam. We just need a constant influx of people spamming praying. That's the only way. Finding God through Pokemon. This is my story. I could probably become a grifter. I think we could grift off that. There's an angle there. Yo, what's up, Smant? Oh. How's Run and Bun been treating you? I hope it's been treating you better than this game's been treating me. I'm just suffering here. The grifter content era. Almost done with Seafoil Cavern. Huge. Yeah, you're getting into the you are in the end game. You are almost done. I was hoping that I would be able to get back to Run and Bun at some point, but I have not finished my Emerald Kaizo video yet. And I was gonna wait until that was uploaded. So you will probably be done with the game before I even boot it back up. I'm excited to see where yours goes. I've always had this thing with Run and Bun where I prefer watching the parts of the game that I've been to. Mostly because I just like to experience the parts of the game for the first time, like firsthand. So I haven't been tuned in as closely to your run, but I'm super excited to see when you get to the E4 and everything. Yeah, I slowly keep up with the highlight channels as I reach new sections. Yeah, you get it. You understand. You understand. It's like more fun to like be surprised by the new sections. At least loosely surprised. Like I obviously know some stuff. Like obviously all the gym leaders and everything. But just and then like some of the demon random fights. But yeah, you get it. You get it. Made fun of me for spending 10 months on the game, for spending 10 months on Run and Bun and only getting to Bridge Rival. I think it was longer than 10 months, honestly. It's my biggest downfall. I struggle to beat games quickly. I'm very bad at it. And that you were on Flannery? Well, hey, listen, okay? Sometimes you just take like a 1 month break from the game. I think I'm like 14 months now. Hell yeah. I can't believe it's been that long. I feel like when you started, surely I was still playing. I think I was, or maybe my attempt 1 had just wiped. That sounds like run and bun. That's what's like, not like, that's the thing. Run and bun is already so hard, and then the game takes so long that there's already all this pressure for the game just being hard. And then there's the pressure that if you wipe, you are losing 14 months of your life. It just makes the game that much scarier. Struggling to beat the game quickly? Yeah. Which comes first? Me booting up Run and Bun again, or the Shiny Sandile appearing? That really is just, will EK come out first? Because when EK drops, I will return to Run and Bun. I'm just waiting on the Emerald Kaizo video to finish. Like, I really enjoy like the difficulty ROM hacks where you spend a lot of time calcing, but I just have the I didn't want to do it because I wanted to like tease it at the end of the Emerald Kaizo video, and I just haven't gotten that. Shiny Sandile can show up now, by the way. Okay, sweet. So now, all right, now that we've gotten permission, okay, guys, I can finally turn on the shiny scripts. We can finally get it here. And Shiny Sandile, we are now. Ooh, so close. So close. Okay, well, maybe it's like the next one. Maybe it like didn't want the special like pizzazz going there, so maybe we get it right here. Few frames off. Oh man, I'm so bad at it. That I just don't have the tech skill. A better shiny hunter would have gotten it right there. You put in another like 13,000 attempts. That's insane. I'm on attempt 3. And Sman is on attempt 1. You probably hold the record for most run and bun attempts. That's for sure. I would love to be able to manifest a shiny. 39,693. That would be a cool number. I'll be so real. I kind of just breeze past most of these encounters. Like, I always say that I want to remember like the different numbers, but then I just get into a zone where I just completely blow past them. You have to remind me of it like 10 before it happens, because obviously there's stream delay. So I've already just I've overshot it by the time you're reminding me of it most of the time. Are you gonna play Silk Song? And if so, any content or just play through by myself? If I were to play it, it probably would be a game that I play by myself. I've only played oh god, I'm blanking on what. Hollow Knight. I've only played Hollow Knight one time, and it was for a video I did a really long time ago where I like did every single fan suggested challenge / game ever, and I crammed it all into one video. And I think I played Hollow Knight for all of 10 minutes, and then that was it. I put it in the video for like 2 seconds. Honestly, a lot of there are a lot of games that I did in that video that would probably be fun to go back and actually play, like for real. Like Enter the Gungeon I played, A Hat in Time I played. I'm trying to think about what else I played. Played a lot of different games. That video did not do very well. Shocker. It did have a funny thumbnail. I got to play Club Penguin with Jake in that video though, so it's like a peak video for sure. I think we played Terraria and Club Penguin in that video. Club Penguin mentioned. I was a huge Club Penguin head. See, I breezed past it already. Oh wait, no, you said 93, so we still got like 30 encounters to go. Unlurking for a moment to say I love Club Penguin. Yeah, just the mentioning Club Penguin brings the lurkers out. It's a great game. I miss it. It was so fun. Oh, you got over 1,000 hours in Terraria? Yeah, I'm at like 180 or something like that. I used to play it a lot a long time ago, but I haven't played it in a hot minute. Card Jitsu was my jam. Yeah, that was good time. Good times. $39,000 encounters is the total number of encounters for all of the shiny hunts that I've done. So really, when you think about it, 39,000 encounters for 6 shinies is still pretty dang good. It's the unfortunate thing is that over half of them have been for this one shiny. We're almost 23,000 encounters looking for one shiny in this area. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about a lot of the Club Penguin music is it gets claimed. Otherwise, I would use it in a lot more of my videos. The game really is just balancing the odds in the worst way possible. Ooh, grilling something up. I'm gonna have to scavenge for some food as soon as this is over. I think my mom made spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, so maybe I need to go get some of that. Get some good old spaghetti and meatballs. Joe moved back to Oklahoma recently, and we found out that we're like basically neighbors. Joe lives like a mile away from me now. So we went from living super far away to now living like a mile away. So we hit the gym, and then we did Korean barbecue after. Which was what we used to do every time I would go visit LA. We'd always get a sick gym session, and then we'd get some good old Korean barbecue. I have never had clam spaghetti. I will have to try that at some point. Why would Club Penguin claim the music? Aren't they dead? I think Club Penguin, they probably just licensed a bunch of like actual music, and then they used it in their video game. So that's they didn't own they're not claiming it because like they own the licenses. It's like music that was already owned by somebody else, and then that's the song that is getting claimed. I know oh shoot. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that like some Cuphead songs get claimed too. But actually, okay, this one only has one Cuphead song. It's at the very end, so we might not even hit that. This seems like a good playlist though. I'm gonna save it. Music comps I like. Sounds a bit like Cowboy Bebop at the start. That's exactly what I thought. This is Shebop from Skullgirls. Like I'm getting some good songs. This is why I like this playlist. I'm getting some good songs that I might be able to use in videos here. We're close to that number. Okay, yeah, I'll try and analyze. I will try and lock in for 5 encounters and not get distracted. No guarantees though. Yeah, it sounds very tank. All right, here we go. See, I was so locked in, I just had to stop speaking for a second. All right, here we go. The fun number, the palindrome number, and it's Scraggy. No dice, no dice. We move. We got to be efficient now. We got to be efficient. If I still got like 300 more of these, it's gonna be like another hour. It's already quite late, so I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in hard. Could have been 1 in 8,192 times. It is. Unfortunately, that was not one of those times. The thing is, like, you're like, oh, 300 encounters. That's not like that many. But it really is, man. I would love to know. I could do the calculations. I could see how much of the time, like, the little shiny sparkles have added. Then just add up however many encounters it was. And it's like, man, that little, just by using Shiny Watchhog, I wasted that many extra seconds off of my life. 300 encounters, like 15 Legends Arceus shinies. What? Oh, you mean just like in the amount of times that it takes to get that? Or like odds based? I'm still kind of amazed that I was able to do a 12-hour stream of this, not gonna lie. I genuinely can't believe that I was able to do this for roughly 12 hours. Kind of like 11 because I did take a hour-long break to eat. Mostly just talking about how they're basically giving them away in Legends Arceus. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. How long is the stream going to last? Until we hit 40,000 encounters or get the shiny. So if the game wants to seek pity on me, it will throw me a bone and give me the Shiny Sandile here. 300 encounters is like 300 Scarlet Violet shinies. They really do just give those things away now, huh? I saw a clip either yesterday or the day before where it really was just like, there was some guy who was sitting in a horde of Fluttermane, and there were like 5 shiny Fluttermane in the background. Bro was just completely unbothered. Bro didn't even care. He was just chilling. He was just chatting like nothing was crazy. I could never. I don't know the luxury. I can't believe I found out that Cramorant is... Maybe I need to boot up Sword and Shield. Shiny Hunt Cramorant in that game. That feels a lot harder than doing it in Scarlet Violet, though. Yeah, I spoke it, and then I realized that I don't actually want to do that. The only ones that spawn are shiny? That's crazy. I wasn't even shiny hunting. I walked by a group of deerling where 2 out of 5 of them were shiny. They're everywhere. 1 in 4,096 is fine. It's supposed to be special. Yeah, I think like decreasing the odds from 1 in 8,192, cutting that in half, great change. Fantastic change. But now they just give you so many opportunities to shrink that number lower and lower, and it's like we've gone too far. We've gone too far. I started playing Scarlet for the first time. I had fun with sandwichless hunting, but not gonna lie, I don't see the appeal in making them so common with sandwiches. Like, I guess I get it if you're a collector, right? And you just want to have the fastest, like just take the fastest path to completing your shiny national decks or whatever, but, or shiny living decks, but I don't know. Then you just have too many. At that point, it's like Pokemon Go, you know? You just have a billion of them. Shinies being common, being more common is definitely the way to go. Yeah, I think if you're gonna have it one way or the other, right? Like if it can't be the perfect distribution, I think you would much rather have it be on the easier to find than harder. Like it is cool that they used to be super rare, but I think it should just be more accessible for everybody. My shiny list consists of red Gyarados. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. We never give up around here. Yeah, like it obviously created some really cool novelty when you had them back in the day, but now it's just like, okay, you don't have to. No, if you really want to have a shiny, you either had to get really lucky or be super dedicated. And now you can just get a shiny if you want one. Yeah, I think 1 in 512, that seems reasonable. Never even knew they existed when I was a kid. Yeah, they were definitely that rare. Like I had run into one whenever I was a kid, so I knew about it, but I'm sure there were probably plenty of kids that played Pokemon back in the day and just do not know that shiny Pokemon exist. My first shiny was a Wurmple. Mine was a Makuhita that I found in Granite Cave. And I did not have Pokeballs, so I didn't catch it. So I've been forever I've still never found a shiny Makuhita in any game. To this day, it eludes me. I had hundreds of hours in Pokemon games with some of that actively spent shiny hunting, but never ran into shiny until I played PLA. It's just not meant for everybody. Surely there are Makuhita in Black 1. Clueless. Random Fungus in XY. Didn't know shinies existed until Gen 6. Was kind of a dumb kid. I don't think it makes you dumb to not know that shinies existed back in the day. Like, unless you were plugged into Pokemon content or, you know, really, you kind of had to be a big fan. It's not like the games are just like, well, actually, I say that. They did kind of, Gen 2, they did just tell you, like, look, guys, we got shiny Pokemon. This Gyarados, he's red. Yeah, the free red Gyarados. Yeah, now that I say it, they do kind of just mention it in that one game. But if you didn't play that one game, if you never played Gold, Silver, Crystal, or Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you may have never known. I love the shiny Fungus line. I think that's one of my favorite shinies. And a shiny that I was planning to get in this game until, well, this happened. Yeah, I'm glad for that. You know what? The shinies are cool. They should have shown them off. They deserve to show them off. Is there a reason you're not hunting on 2 games? The reason is I want my footage to look consistent across the entire video. That's the reason. I remember in White 2 and Black 2 an NPC talks about a Crocroc with crazy colors. I did not know about that NPC. I got a shiny Tornadus on my 3rd attempt because I accidentally killed the first 2. Awesome. That's crazy. After Gen 2, it would take until Gen 5 for shinies to become mentioned again. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's definitely an era of kids that grew up with, like, Gen 3 and then Gen 4 up until Heart Gold, Soul Silver came out. Like, they just played Diamond and Pearl, and that was their last game, so they never knew about shiny Pokemon. How long did it take for me to find the previous shinies? Honestly, like, no time at all. So this really is just the game balancing out, but it sucks that it has to happen this way. Black White 2, he gets himself a shiny Croc. What an awesome guy. This is the shiny tax. I'm forced to pay the shiny tax, and that includes sitting in my chair for hours upon hours upon hours. 39,867, that's the shiny. You'll have to remind me before we get there, because I'm definitely going to forget. Favorite Gen 5 starter? Oh, Tepic all the way. Especially after this video, when we definitely get to use Shiny Embor. I think the shiny's in black white too, because you do the like black city white forest thing. Shiny Embor is really cool. Shiny encounters, like, you guys just got to keep the numbers in your head. I can't keep track of all of them. You just got to believe. You got to pick your number and believe, and then pop off whenever it happens. And then whenever it actually happens, there's going to be 50 people like, oh, this was the number. I predicted it. I definitely did. I'm thinking of a number. I will never say it until it actually happens. Sceptile is a great starter line. The whole Trico line is awesome. I'm a big Trico line fan. Like, Trico, I would definitely say, is just from starter to final Evo, definitely my favorite starter evolution. Wartortle kind of brings down the Squirtle line. But also, Grovyle was my favorite Pokemon for the majority of my life, so the Trico line also has that going for it. Shiny Trico is so peak. I do have one of those. I did Masuda method a few shinies, and by a few I think I mean exactly 2. Grovyle is just such a sick Pokemon. You have to like that guy, especially they gave him a sick role in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Like, what a crazy call for them to be like, hey, you know that guy from the last generation? What if we made it, and he's also a middle stage evolution, what if we made him the coolest guy in this spin-off game? Somebody was like, yes, that is a genius idea. And they were right. They were a genius. Would you say Sceptile is a downgrade design-wise? Yeah. Grovyle's just got those sick leaf blades that come out across. Grovyle's just such a good design. And he doesn't have the disgusting, like, pus-filled bulbs on its back. I like Sceptile, though. I do like Sceptile. I'm not a Sceptile hater. But yeah, exactly. Any movement from the peak must be down. Maractus jump scare. Well, at least it's not a shiny Maractus jump scare. Yeah, Sceptile put on a little... Sceptile's bulking. The line also played a bigger role in the anime. That is true. Grovyle also did just chew on a stick in the anime. Primal Dialga colors should have been the shiny. It would have been a better shiny. If they had the foresight and they made Primal Dialga's colors the shiny, that would have been so peak. But I guess it is cool for Primal Dialga to be like its own thing, though. I do think that's also true. Uh-oh. That needs to be taken care of. I don't even think that guy's a bot. This person needed to be banned a long time ago, though. Looking at their message history, they said in 2024, please do a Nuzlocke with streamer Ivy Comb if you could. Parentheses, he's live now. April 24th, 2025, any shinies. August 10th, 2025, how did Michael Jackson masturbate? He beat it. Woof, Cap Kid, holy moly, Cap Kid, holy moly. Who we rating? Did he end without rating? And then, want to see something absurd? Look at the price of these Hot Wheel cars. So, yeah, I think that's, that person needs to be gone. Average Twitch chatter. They didn't even say anything copy pasta worthy. Yeah, they thought they were being a little silly. But instead they got their ass banned. Is YouTube behaving today? For the most part. For the most part, I would say the YouTube chatters have been pretty normal. YouTube chat's kind of been popping off today, honestly. YouTube chat's been way more active than they usually are. It's very rare for YouTube chat to be more poppin' than Twitch chat. It is late. It is late and school is back in session. That's my strategy of streaming at 9:30 Central might not be very effective, given that my audience is probably, you know, school aged and needs to get in bed. And they also work, you know, we've got a wide variety of viewers around here. Yeah, EU, my EU and Australian viewers, they love me. They love my late night streams. There's also, I feel like, less competition. If I stream during the middle of the day, like, everybody's live. If it's not Sandile, the number 2 desired shiny is definitely Scraggy. Dark types are just so good in this game. Despite already having a fighting type with the starter, like I would take Scraggy just to have a dark type. Especially if we get the Moxie one. The Moxie Scraggy would be insane. It's Scraggin' time. All right, I really got to pee, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I will be back in just a minute. All right, let's lock in. 200 encounters to go. We can do this. We can do this. I can't believe I agreed to do this, but we can do this. I believe. I believe. Yo, what's good, Bryn? Welcome in. As you can see, we have had no luck. We're getting to 40k tonight. Tonight is the night that we lock in and hit the big 40k. A number that I thought would not be possible. A number that I did not believe we would have to hit. And unfortunately, it looks like we are on a crash course with the big 40k. So I want to lock in, get it out of the way, move on, and then stream this again in like hopefully multiple weeks from now. If it could just be like a 1 day a week stream type thing, I think I could manage it, you know? As long as I'm not doing the shiny hunting too often, then I can deal with it. Right at 17,000 was when this shiny, it was like 17,100 something, I think. I have it right here actually. 17,180. So I need to remember that. 17,180. So we have absolutely smashed past the 22,000 mark. We're going up. We're going for the big 23,000. Yeah, we still haven't found the totally normal Sandile yet. We're still waiting. Yeah, we've been here for some time. My poor little GameCube controller. I've pressed the A button so much. Five times over odds. Yeah, well, we're a long ways away from being 5 times over odds, because thankfully this is not the total number of encounters. I would be shocked, but you know what? I've lost a lot of brain processing power since we first started this. So maybe it'll happen. It could happen. There we go. That's good, Watchhog. We need more of that. More single step encounters, please. No, I'm pretty sure the RNG in this game works differently. I don't think you can. It's not like Gen 3. Yeah, apparently the person with like the record for longest recorded shiny drought is like 70,000 or something like that. Isn't it like the guy with the Registeel? If I just look up Registeel, if I just look up Registeel shiny, will that show up? Registeel shiny. 85 plus hours, over odds shiny legendary, and 72,221 checks. Yeah, ADF made a video about it. Insane, absolutely insane. Maybe I do a little research into this. See if we can't get ourselves there. See if we can't get ourselves there. Oh man. Why not just stack like 50k more, you know? Like how fast? That almost doesn't seem right though. 85 hours for 72,000 checks? Is it that fast? Like that feels exceptionally fast. I guess they're running multiple instances of the game, right? That has to be it. Because otherwise, like, that they're basically going at a faster pace than me. $7,000? Oh, you're right. That sure does say 7,221. Like I said, I've lost the brain processing power. The issue with those super long hunts is that they're often misleading about how long the drought is, because they often do multiple hunts or take breaks to do a different hunt. So that would be like me saying that this hunt has lasted multiple years. Yeah, I guess if people I could just be like, yeah, I've been doing this for 2 years. But anytime people ask, I always preface it. It did say that it started in 2023. So it's basically been 2 years of non-stop shiny hunting for me. Well, see, now I'm learning about the shiny hunter meta, so maybe I should just start lying just to gain sympathy. Kind of legendary if we get it at 42,069. Honestly, at this point, it wouldn't even be like that crazy, you know? At the pace we're at, 42,069, that's in like 2 streams. That's in just a couple streams. We're actually going to get the EK video before a Sandile. Gappy, I don't know if I would be... I don't know. That would be like a weird... Actually, I don't know if I want that to happen. I need to get this shiny Sandile, because if I start playing run and bun and then I am balancing run and bun and the shiny only Nuzlocke, I'll never do anything else. I'll literally never stream any other game as long as I live. We need it to happen. Found out you were thinking of Supreme Arcanines had the 70,908 encounter Registeel hunt. Jesus. How long did that take them? 70. Okay, so 71,000 encounters, baby. That's the goal. May as well push to 42,000. That would be a 12-hour long live stream. That's crazy. Yeah, that is the longest documented hunt, and that record may never be broken. That is insane. Wait, I gotta pull out the shiny probability graph just to see if it even goes that far. Does it even go to 70,000? It doesn't even go to 70,000. It goes to 50,000. It's like, yeah, you got a 99.8% chance. Like, you should have it. Where we're at right now, like a little bit above 22,000, we're in like the 93rd percentile, which is like chump change, you know. If we get to the big 80K, that would be... What do you mean 70,000? Yeah, I mean, that has to be... Like, yeah, I mean, there's just almost no way that anybody would ever get more than that, because it's just so statistically improbable. Just beat an Emerald semi-hardcore Nuzlocke for the first time and somehow beat Wallace's last 3 Pokemon with Crobat and Flygon. Also, good luck with hunting. Yo, congrats. Congrats on the dub. I definitely need the luck. I definitely need as much luck as possible. Heart of the cards, baby. 39,857 or bust. You believe in your number, and I respect that. 39,999 just to piss us off. 70,000 straight Registeel. Wait, you might have said, but how long did it take them? Like, that had to have taken... I mean, I can only imagine. Like, surely they were doing multiple instances, right? Because there's no way they're just running one game, doing 70,000 checks, running one instance of Pokemon. There were only 2 games, though, is still kind of crazy. That's still 35,000 across both games. Or 35,000 per game. 39,867. Let's see it. Let's see it. We've got some people's numbers coming up. That Registeel was in the 99.982. Honestly, it's actually not that crazy. Well, it is crazy, but I think it's not that. If that is the correct percentage number, percentile number, it's wild that the jump from 50,000 to 70,000 is actually not that big of, like, it doesn't change the percentile that much. I'm sure that's like some statistical diminishing returns. Yeah. I'm sure there's a term for that. I just can't remember it. The soft cap. All right, 867. We're 10 away, Elser. We're 10 away. It's possible to have no percentile, but impossible to have 100%. Yeah, exactly. I believe I'm so down to be freed. Look, if some chatter can call their shot, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Anything to get me out of this, I will gladly accept. You were wrong. Hey, no shame in being wrong. No shame in being wrong. The 5th Sandile from now will be shiny. Let's see. Maybe that will overlap. It's not looking like it will have to be 5 straight Sandile in order for that to overlap. Just started my morning and making breakfast before work only to see you stream. Good company on this morning. Well, welcome in, Nicole. We do be doing this. We do be doing this. Okay, we're not getting like any shiny. We call upon the shiny croc. Please come home, little man. Please, please. I just need the shiny croc. 196 hours of resetting or more than a week. I'll believe it. All right, Elster, here we go. Just for you. We call upon the shiny croc. Please come home, little man. Please, please, please. Oh my god, shiny Maractus would have broken me right there. It is, you know, shiny Sandile would be a very beautiful Pokemon. I would love to have one day. It would have been really funny. It would have been really funny for us to pour all of our energy into shiny Sandile, only for us to get shiny Maractus. Yo, Elster with the 10 bits. Thank you so much. Ban that chatter. No. I won't ban them. I won't ban them. If I was going to ban every single chatter that tried to call out the correct number of the shiny, most of you in here would be banned. Please, shiny croc, please, please. On the bright side, at least I've only got at maximum 128 encounters before I can end stream. $40,000 right on the dot. 40,000 would be cool. We've been in the 30,000s for a long time. 40,000 is a huge benchmark. The 30,000s will be the first batch of 10,000 encounters where there was nothing. We will have gone a full I mean, obviously we've gone a lot of, but in the 20,000s. Wait, no, that's not true. The 20,000s were also the same. Oh my god. See, I'm telling you, I'm losing my brain processing power. I'm tired, but I want to see shiny. That's you and me both. Is this the Cuphead song? Oh, it sure is. I'm gonna skip this one just so that we don't get claimed. Ooh. Ooh, Burbank City's so good. This song is so good, man. Oh, mama. DS sound font. So good, so good. Backseat drive, but you could shorten encounter rates to just Sandile and Dwebble if you use repels. All right, I want you to run through how that would work just real fast. Just run through how much more annoying that might be. Just real quick for me. Just think about repel manipping with limited amounts of money and also having to re-up the repels every 150 steps. I think we are long past that point. And also, all of my Pokemon are past the cap. And 2, this is a Nuzlocke, but that would just be the most obnoxious thing imaginable. Save, close the game, and reopen. See, now we're cooking. Yeah, I'll go somewhere else, catch a different shiny, then come back and repel manip. Dwebble is very cute. Yeah, exactly. Having to go into the bag for every repel. Either having to go in the bag for every repel, or what I would likely have to do, which is just reset the game every single time because I don't have enough money to buy infinite repels. Like it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. You gotta believe in the, and also the fear of getting shiny Darumaka, it adds an extra layer of tension, which is awesome. Can we get the shiny charm for $5? It doesn't exist in this game. There is no shiny charm. Yeah, get all of this is we're just realizing I should have done this in black 2 white 2. If you act like you totally don't want it, maybe it'll show up. We've tried this. This has been tried. Request for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music. I'm not changing it. We've only got like we're sub 100 encounters. Maybe next time. Oh, bom, 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 bom. It's gonna be really embarrassing when I do all of this and then I forget to turn animations back on for the gym fights. Oh man. An Oculus / witch chant to summon it. No. Maybe the Croc wants to hear Gangplank Galleon. You know what? That is a good idea. All right, I lied. We're actually going to change it. Wait, it's in Donkey Kong Bonanza too? I didn't even know that. Anyways, we're going to do the Smash Bros version. This will work. This will work. The Croc, see, it's already bringing out the Crocs and spades. And apparently Dwebble too. We call upon the shiny Croc. Please come home, little man. We must. We must. Shiny Croc, come home. This is your theme. This is your theme, Shiny Croc. There he is. Listen. He hears those trumpets blare. He beckons. He comes closer. He awaits us somewhere. Somewhere. He will come home. We will find him. We need him. We need him. Please. Please. Awaken from your slumber, Sandile. Here we go. Come on. No, no. Sandile, please. You're the wrong color. Bring us your shiny brethren. Oh my god, look, it's working. It's working. The Crocs are coming out. They hear their theme. Oh no, not you, not you. Please get out of the way. Get out of here, Darumaka. This is not for you. Okay. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. We're finding so many of them. The claptraps and one monkey. Oh my god, Darumaka is Donkey Kong. We can't let Donkey Kong win. Please come home. Please, please. I can't have another stream where nothing happens. How did 70,000 encounter Reggie Steel guy? Like, how do you even keep faith at that point? I would just think my game is broken. Oh my god. Sandile, please! Please! Oh, wait. I Now you're more invested in the stream. That's the power of the Gangplank Galleon. We just need the shiny Croc to appreciate it, like all of us are. Da-da-da-dun. Da-da-dun. That's true. You know what? That's what we're missing. Never give up! Never give up! We just need a reminder. We need a reminder of what we're looking for. Give us the shiny Croc. Give us the shiny Croc. And the world will heal. The world will be healed. The shiny Croc will grant us world peace. We can all live in harmony when the game gifts us with the beautiful shiny Croc. Please, game, please. Never give up. Please, don't ever give up. I'll call my dad if you find it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it for this YouTube chatter's dad. Neomo's dad will be... We will rekindle a relationship, Shiny Sandile. Think about it like that. Think about it like that. For Papa. We're doing it for Papa. You don't even have to do it for me anymore, game. Do it for Papa. Never give up. Keep fighting. Come home, Papa Croc, please. Please. I need this. Dum, dum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Bum, bum. If you find it, I'll actually get back to doing research instead of procrastinating. All right, secret combo initiated. I hit the D-pad. I do the Konami code. All right, we're in there. We're in there. It's next one for sure. Come home, Papa, for research. You could genuinely be changing lives, Papa Croc. We could be having medical research breakthroughs right now if you just come home. The cure to cancer is riding on you, Papa Croc. It's about to happen right here, right now. Oh my god, we're almost in the last 50. We're almost in the last 50. Call upon him. We seek him. We seek out the shiny croc. I feel like I should stretch that image to where it doesn't... I don't know. It's almost a charm. It's so bad that it adds extra charm. What if you get another shiny Darumaka? We cry. We cry. We cry either way, is the truth. 50 more! Papa Croc, you must come home! Please. Please. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I don't want to be in the 93rd percentile. I don't want to be in the 93rd percentile, dude. I've been in that percentile too many times in my life, and I don't need it anymore. I just want to be a normal kid. Just let me be a normal kid. Like if we just were if it like I could have been fine, man. You didn't have to give me 3 shinies on the first day. You didn't have to give me 3 shinies on the first day. You didn't need to do that. We call upon the shiny croc. Please come home, little man. Please come home, little man. You gotta say his name 3 times in the mirror. We've done this. Everything. We've tried everything, man. We've tried it all. I would love to. I need to watch the Registeel guy's streams. Did he complain? How many of his streams were complaining about not getting the shiny? I feel like it's different when you're just shiny hunting. When you're just shiny hunting and not doing it for a shiny only Nuzlocke, it's probably different. I just like to imagine him for like 100 hours, just like, please, please, I've had enough. Just let me be free. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck. I strained my neck. Ow. Oh. Professional hater here. I curse you with shiny Darumaka. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Styrofoam Crocodile. That's messed up. That's messed. You know what? That's so messed up. Actually, you're getting timed out. You're getting timed out. You're getting timed out for the rest of the stream. That's that. You're out of here for 10 minutes. That's so messed up. Have I tried up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start? Bam. Okay, let's see. Maybe Konami code activated. Can you imagine? I deleted 5 shinies this year. I'm blessing you with the luck from them, like disenchanting Hearthstone cards to craft a new one. Look, I'll take anything I can get. We didn't even get on the funny 6-9 number. Whoa, what happened? Whoa, Watchhog, hold on. Illuminate was not popping off there. $30 more! Come on, baby, please! Please! Oh, just give it to me. I'm so desperate. I'm so desperate. Sacrifice 5 chatters to Sandile. I wish there was a way where I could just ban 5 chatters randomly. But I would have to literally pick you out. It wouldn't be random. I would just have to say, you're done. You're done. You're done. Give us the croc. We call upon the shiny croc. Please come home, little man. Please. I volunteer as tribute. It's okay. There are like... Alright, 3 people have volunteered. Okay, I'll give you a little 10-minute timeout. I'll send you into timeout. You're going to timeout. You're already timed out, maybe? I don't even know. I think I timed out the same person twice. That's a chance you're willing to take. Alright, we need 1 more person to volunteer as tribute. Honeyweed is down. Okay, we've culled the Cap Kid population. Half of my viewers are now timed out. A valiant sacrifice. He will come home. They won't be here to celebrate with us when we have the glory of the shiny croc. Please. We sacrifice so much. Just bless us this one time, please. I don't want to be here anymore. I truly don't. I've been complaining for 4 hours. Nay, is this cheating? A little bit, yeah. I think the sacrifice doesn't work if you came over to YouTube chat. I think you broke the sacrifice. It doesn't work anymore. I lay my sword on the line for the shiny boy. No, Bryn, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Come on. Oh my god, sub 20. I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. No, you know what? We sacrificed the people. We must return. We must return to the people's pit. For these last 20 encounters. The people's pit is where he lies. This is where he's always lied. Laid. Who cares? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not ready. My heart's not ready for the big 40,000. I can't do it. The people's pit. Think of the sacrifices that were made. Please. 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 Just give it to us. Anything. Never back down. Never what? We never give up. We never give up. Stare at the image in the top right corner. Appreciate what will soon be. What we've waited so long for. Please. I like how we hype it up like it's any different than our two and a half when I was just sitting here complaining. But now it's hype. We've been listening to Gangplank Galleon. And we're 10 encounters away. Please. Please, 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 please. I'm getting so tired. I'm so tired. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's not fair. Just 1 croc, 1 Sandile. Come home. Come home. The lime green croc. Lime. I can't even speak anymore. Come on, little man. Come on. The people want you. The people desire you. You are the most desired Sandile of all time right now. You can make history right now, Sandile, by coming home. Do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. 3 more. Holy moly. Come on, please. Please. No! It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We're almost there. No! We need you, Croc. Croc, we need you. One more. The last of the 30,000s. We've gone 9,999 attempts at getting this stupid crocodile. And it ends here. Right here. Right now. At big 40,000. You really made us wait through all that, too. Oh, God. Well, what did I say? What did I say, chat? The title of the stream. Stream ends when I find a totally normal-looking Sandile. I don't know about you, but that's a totally normal-looking Sandile to me. That's a totally normal looking Sandile to me. I like how every time I have to like change where the encounter location goes. Oh, I'm so tired now. I'm so tired. How does 3 hours of streaming do this to me? I'm just not built for this. I'm not built for this life, man. I'm just not built for this. Oh God. I will say, the encounter number does not go past 5 digits. So if we ever get to 6 digits, I will not be able to do this anymore. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired, man. I actually just want to like fall asleep right now. Error 40,004, shiny not found. Oh. I have a headache. It's definitely not because I drink like 200 milligrams of caffeine today. It's just, it can't be that. Double encounter tracker. See, now we're talking. I want to see if I can figure out how to raid people on YouTube. Add stream marker. I don't know how to do that, unfortunately. I would love to send the YouTube chatters to my YouTube, enable auto start. Let's see. Endless live replay. Viewer activity. Stream health. Shopping. I don't know how to do it. I do not know how to do it, unfortunately. Maybe I'll figure that out. Anyways, I'm exhausted. Thank you all so much for watching. Higher chance of Sandile on the Relic Castle by 10%. Yes, we know. That is where we caught Shiny Mask. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. If you are on Twitch, I'm going to send you over to Rickles, where our raid message is just going to be... Alright, we're going to raid Rickles. The raid message is going to be Shiny Hoot Hoot next encounter. That is the raid message. Just copy and paste that. Spam that in Rickles chat. If you're on YouTube, go watch the new YouTube video, please. It's really good. It's really fun. I like it. So that's what Rickles chat needs to look like right there. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I guess we'll be back with this at some point. Anyways, see ya.